Hello, Rian. Welcome to Mark Goldbridge. That's football. It's the big one. It's the big one. It's not the Super Bowl yet. It's Liverpool against Manchester City in the Premier League. Manchester United have held on to second place. I suppose that's something to hold on to because they couldn't hold on to a win last night. Leicester drawing against Wolverhampton Wanderers. But today is the big game of the weekend, isn't it? It certainly is. It's the big one. It's Liverpool against Manchester City. We've got the team news. My early prediction and my prediction all weekend with this has been that it would be 2-0 to Manchester City. So we will have to see how it goes. But we're ready for it. We're up for it, and we are ready for it. So you're very, very welcome, and I hope you're doing well. It is a Super Bowl day today. It is Super Bowl today. I've even got my headphones ready for Super Bowl. Look, Super Bowl bridge. I'm ready. I won't be wearing this outfit and I won't be in this studio, but we have got them ready because I can watch football without the audio, but I can't watch American football without the audio. So I've got this ready for the Super Bowl tonight. You can join me. Links in the video description on the Paddy Power YouTube channel. I will be watching it, and I would advise you to watch it anyway, because even if you just watch it for half an hour on late night Sunday, it's worth watching because we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Touchdown, bitch! There we go. Anyway, that's for later. I'm good. I'm really excited about it. I've got a big box of American sweets that I've got to go through as well. That'll be worth it because I'm going to be high on sugar. That's all I'm going to be high on. Anyway, let's have a look at the team news here. This is the big thing. This is the big game of the day, of course. What do I want? What does anybody want? I just want peace. And I want the pandemic to be over. And I want peas, which is money. No, I'm only joking about that one. I don't want peas. I've just had peas. I've just had roast chicken dinner. And they were very nice, though they were. But no, I want the pandemic out and I want peace. That's what I want. They're the two things I want. But I don't know who I want the points to go to today. Manchester City, I think a draw wouldn't be a terrible result from a Manchester United point of view. A loss, I suppose actually a Liverpool win. I can never say I want Liverpool to win. This is the problem. I cannot say I want Liverpool to win. But I don't expect Liverpool to win because that team they've put out is not the team I expected them to pick. I would have thought he's gone Henderson and Fabinho at the back, and his midfield looks a bit shit, to be honest. Wijnaldum, Jones, and Thiago. I'm not over the moon with that Liverpool side. I mean, I would have thrown Kabak in. So, let me just tell you, the Liverpool team is Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho, Henderson, Robertson, Thiago, Wijnaldum, Jones in the midfield, Salah, Firmino, Mane. But he has got on the bench, he has got Kabak, and I just think Kabak could have played today at the back. I know it's thrown him straight in at the deep end, but it would have allowed you to play Fabinho or Henderson into your midfield, and I just think it would have made a massive difference if Fabinho or Henderson was in the midfield with Thiago and Wijnaldum. So, I mean, look, I'm not a Liverpool fan, so it doesn't matter to me. I don't know what Liverpool fans think, but I just think playing Henderson and Fabinho at the back, I'm not too sure about that. Manchester City's side, Ederson, Cancelo, Stones, Diaz, Zinchenko. Their midfield three is Silva, Rodri and Gundogan. Gundogan's been fire lately. And then Sterling, Foden, Mahrez as a front three. With on their bench, they've got Jesus on there, they've got Laporte on there, Torres on there, Fernandinho on there. I mean, it's not the bench of both sides isn't actually fantastic. I still think you look at that first team of Liverpool and Man City and it's very, very good. But you look at a bench of Man United, Chelsea, Spurs, I think they've got better benches at the moment, and obviously that's due to injuries and other things as well. Thanks for the super chat. Our aim now is just to stay in second for as long as possible. If we end up winning the title, it's a bonus, says Marcus and James. I agree with you on that one. And Jayanth, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for joining. Kickoff is at 4:30, so we're live a little bit early for this one because it's a big game. 100 Cherries says, why isn't Laporte starting? Now, look, I'm no Manchester City fan and I don't really like to watch Manchester City, but my understanding of this is, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, the reason Laporte doesn't start is because he doesn't start. And that might sound very, very obvious, but the reality is that he has been picking Stones and Diaz as the centre-back pairing for quite some time. Have you decided which channel you're watching the Super Bowl on tonight, mate? Says Gavin Blake. I will be guided by you, good people. You are going to know more about American football than me. There's going to be people watching the Super Bowl stream tonight, like me, who know bits. I know what a touchdown is. I know that it's fourth down. I know that you've got to get to that bit to get another 4. I know that's what a quarterback does. I know the scoring system. But there will be people who know a lot more than me, and there will be people who know a lot less than me. So you tell me, do I watch it on Sky or do I watch it on BBC? But realistically, I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl because it's just going to be an experience for me to actually be doing a watch-along for it. But ultimately, I'm going to be very reliant on the live comments. So I know I can't even pronounce the name of the guy who plays at quarterback for the Chiefs, Mahomes. But Brady, I can definitely... I want Brady to win. I like Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. Anyway, back to this game. It's 11:30 tonight it starts. Yeah, I'm starting at 11 o'clock. The link's in the video description for the Paddy Power thing. Liverpool win, but I know it's probably a draw or a City win, says Angs. Yes, I mean, look, this is the thing. What do we want from this game, everybody? What do we want? And look, we won't just have Man United fans and Liverpool fans and Man City fans. We won't have any Man City fans; they haven't got any. But we will probably have Everton fans and West Ham fans and Spurs fans and Chelsea fans and Villa fans watching at the moment. And I think to that end, bravery is always important, isn't it? And the best point situation here for Manchester United is that the team who's at the top drops points. There's no other way around it. Like, you can't go, well, I don't want Liverpool to win because they might win the league. I understand that. And the rivalry with Liverpool is way bigger than it is with Man City for many United fans. But ultimately, we're in second place. When you're in second place, you've got to look at the team in first place and hope that they drop points. So today, look, the ideal result for me is probably a draw. But the best result really is a Man City loss. That is it. I can't dress it up anyway. Surely it is a Man City loss for Manchester United fans, even though, it would put Liverpool 2 points behind us. So I think that's the situation. We do need Man City to be shown to be not human as well. We do need Man City to drop points. Looking forward to this one. As a City fan, always nervy at Anfield. By the way, what do you think was in Alan's desk drawer at the Travel Tavern? Porn, I think, probably. City for the win, says Genius in Football. We do have some City fans, which is great. And a big shout out to Luke Jones for the super chat. I'm only taking the piss. Come on, Liverpool as a United fan, says Frank Cavill. Good that Leicester drew, says James Barker. I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't know. I want City to win, says Jaden. I suppose when you look at the league table, if you are a Chelsea fan or a Spurs fan or not Arsenal. I'm not even taking the piss out of Arsenal, but you're on 31 points. Like, you're not in this. Arsenal don't care. Arsenal fans are just watching this game, forgetting about their own club, because there is no result here that helps an Arsenal fan. It's just really... Actually, Arsenal fans, you're in a great position today because you can just watch the game and pick who you want to win because it's got no impact on your club. You're on 31 points. You're 16 points behind Man City and they've got 2 games in hand on you. And you are 9 points off Liverpool, who have also got a game in hand on you. So Arsenal, forget about it. They're not in it. But I think anyone from 9th up, Villa, Chelsea, Tottenham, Everton, they're probably wanting Liverpool to lose because they're probably looking at top 4 and they know they can't catch Man City. I think Man United fans are probably the only ones that want City to drop points because everyone else is going to want Liverpool to drop points because they want top 4. It's logical, isn't it? It is logical in that sense. Zane's here. Kroenke is related to the Walmart family. They have more money than Glazers, Liverpool, Chelsea. Imagine if we get the funds, we have enough money for Bruno, De Bruyne and change left over for Salah. Optimistic Sunday for Zane. But my score prediction for this game today is 2-0 to Manchester City. I do think that they will win it. I do think they will. I think that they're in fantastic form. They don't concede many goals. But I tell you what, I would love Liverpool to give them a game tonight. And I would love Liverpool to hit top form. And I would love Man City's confidence to be dented because they've had it very easy recently. And they've won however many games in a row have they won, Manchester City. It's ridiculous at this point. The result doesn't matter to us. We are bottle jobs. We are irrelevant in a title race. We should be focusing on top 4, says Sean Negative Turner. And I think that's how Manchester United fans feel today. Obviously, being the club in second place, you want the team in first place to drop points. But we all know what happened last night. And we all know that we're not capable of winning a title, really. But you've got to dare to dream. Man City, I can't remember how many games in a row they've won, but they've definitely won their last 5 and maybe more. Liverpool in their last 5 have lost 2, drawn 1 and won 2. So it's not consistency from Liverpool. And of course, Liverpool having not lost at home in 3 years, nearly 4 years, could be looking at their 3rd loss this year. That's amazing, isn't it? They could be looking at like their 3rd loss this year. because they lost to Brighton and Burnley in January, didn't they? So, I think it might have been February that they lost to Brighton, actually. Maybe not. So, yeah, having not lost at home for a very, very long time. It's 13 wins in a row for Man City, by the way. Liverpool could be looking at 3 in a row. So, it is amazing, isn't it, that that's happened. But my score prediction is 2-0 to Manchester City. Yeah. 2-0 Manchester City. Get your predictions in the live comments. I just think Man City are the form team. They've got a very good defence. And Liverpool are not stable, as we know, at centre-back. They're not stable there. And they're also not playing particularly well. So, how many goals will Man City score for the rest of the season? Says Advan. I've got no idea. A lot of people going 3-0 City. There's a few 3-0 Cities there. Callahan, Evans and Alexander saying 3-0. Gal Cohen is saying 3-0. Scott says 2-0. Jacob says 3-0. BHY Production says 2-0 Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool, says Malavia. Come on City, says Mems. Or Memes. 2-0 to City, says TM Play. What time is kickoff, says Isaac. It's in 20 minutes, mate. Liverpool 2, City 1, says The Shade of Death. And 5-3 Liverpool, says Joe Roger. I tell you what, if Liverpool win 5-3, that's the sort of result I don't care about if Liverpool win it that way, because I'd love it. But I do want to see a lot of goals. I tell you what I don't want to see today, and I'm going to predict it right here, right now. I don't want to see some... This is what this channel's more about. I saw it yesterday in the build-up to the Man United game. The red card for Soucek. Has anybody come to terms with how that was a red card yet? Has anybody heard anything about why that was a red card yet? Because for me, it feels like it's a rule change. It feels like idiocy, because he actually goes and looks at the TV screen. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because we have seen over the last week some very poor VAR decisions. And it isn't actually VAR that's the problem. It's the people interpreting the vision of the VAR. So I don't want this game today to be messed up by VAR, but I have a funny feeling it will do, because we seem to have taken a step back recently. We seem to be getting more stupidity around VAR. So yeah, I'm interesting. Mate, let me know when you're in the live comments, and I'll put them on for you to show you, and then you can see what they are. Sorry, I'm just sending a voice note to somebody. Mark, I would rather have Scott McTominay with his bunny hop with Lindelof as a centre-back than Fridge with Lindelof. When they used Donny and Fred since Pogba's injured, I'm tired of Maguire with his defending, says Zulfi. And as a City fan from Hungary, I love your streams, man, and enjoy watching matches with you. Keep up the good work, says Christoph. See, there are City fans out that are City fans out there that are credible. And concede for the rest of the season, I meant, says Ardaman. How many... Man City will concede goals. They won't break Chelsea's record. They won't. Oh, right. George in the live comments. He wants to know what my headset is for the Super Bowl tonight. So I don't want to disappoint him. It will go with the studio absolutely perfectly as well. Look, he's going to be really excited. There you go. I'm all ready. I might even have a shave, because the shave is not making the line as clear as it should be. So there you go. Super Bowl bridge. I might even be able to give you a bit of a glimpse here as well. Can you do it? Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Oh, there's the background coming in. There it is. Boom. There it is. Boom. There it is. Not that one. Boom. There it is. Jump. There it is. Jump. There it is. I can't see you. I can't see you. Not that. Not that. Anyway, that's the background that's going to happen, but we're not using it at the moment, so I can turn it off for now. We're back in there. You look like Ty. I don't want to look like Ty. He's a Poundland me. I've just never wore headphones before. The thing is, people have never realised this. Ty going round in his headphones is just a Poundland me. I just don't wear them very often. But yeah, I do feel that VAR might have an issue tonight. I do think VAR might have a say in this game. So we'll see how it goes in sense to that. But I don't want to see that. I do not want to see that. So yeah. 2-0 is my prediction. That would be good. No, it wouldn't be good. It's just my prediction. Mark, you seem so excited for the Super Bowl. I am excited. I'm excited by this sort of thing. It's a massive event. And, you know, I do really get into other sports. I was watching England play Scotland yesterday. I was losing my shit. I was like, piss off, you bloody prats. I don't like losing, but I can get into sports. So I'm looking forward to it. If you are going to join us for the Super Bowl watch along, it's not actually on this channel. It's on the Paddy Power channel. I have been doing some stuff on there before Christmas. They've asked me to do this, and I have dropped the link in the video description for you. I've just checked it out there. It does go straight there. So if you've got a few seconds to just click it, subscribe to that channel, then you'll get the notification when it goes live. Draughty says I'm going to call you Mark Goldbridge. Okay, I don't even know who he is. Yeah, don't know who he is. Okay, so let's take some of your questions. I'm tired of watching United games because of poor defending. Bruno should be the captain. And question for Mark: do you think Man United would do good with a Jorginho and Kovacic pivot over McFred and McPog? They are good on the counter switch and can shield the defence. Mate, we're crying out for a centre defensive midfielder at Manchester United, and we're crying out for a decent centre back at Manchester United. So, yeah, those players would improve us, because the reality is Kovacic and Jorginho can actually play a holding midfield role pivot. McTominay and Fred can't do it. And neither can Pogba, really. We don't have anybody to play that role who knows what they're doing. They are basically box-to-box midfielders filling in as double pivot CDMs, and they don't know what they're doing. They really don't. The Premier League club in the Premier League, that is Manchester United, says Abdullah. And hi, Mark. What changes would you do in the Premier League Manchester United squad following our draw versus Everton, says Rushy? Well, it's not a Manchester United show tonight. This is a big... We're at 8 o'clock on the United stand tonight, and we will be talking about that, so I don't want to give too many spoilers away. But what I would say is that this game is absolutely huge. If Manchester City win this game, I think Manchester City win the title. That's how I feel about this. I think they're very firm favourites anyway, but if they can come to Anfield and beat Liverpool, who are the holders, it's over. It's over. The confidence levels they'll have will be just too powerful. So I don't think I can't see any issue with it at all in that. So yeah, 1 minute. Sorry, sent a message about something. Unlucky Leicester. They nearly bloody scored. Vardy had a very, very good chance at the 8. What's your predictions for tonight, says Ethan Chapman, in relation to this game or the Super Bowl? Tonight, 2-0 to Manchester City. Tonight, Super Bowl, I think the Chiefs are going to win. Yeah, but I want Brady to win, which is the Buccaneers. So I'm Team Brady. I'm not Team Glazer. I'm not having any of that crap. I'm Team Brady. Why do you... I'm not answering that better, Aidan. It's a stupid question that many people have gone on about before, so we ignore the trolls. Who do you want to win, Amar? I think I want to draw, but realistically, you should want Manchester City to lose. But we're not going to win the league anyway, so actually, I probably want a draw. Because I don't like either team. Obviously, they're rivals. If Southampton did not have 2 red cards, the scoreline would be 9-9 because Harry Maguire would play them onside, says Sam. Yeah, I mean, look, all I'm going to say about that is, and I don't know what everybody else thinks, because we won't have Man United fans, it won't be entirely Man United fans on this channel. All I would say is, I can't believe that there are the English media, and it's not all the English media, but some of the English media are trying to deflect the blame from Harry Maguire to David De Gea. It's disgusting. This bias that exists in our media to be biased towards English players as opposed to foreign players is a joke, and they've exposed themselves again. Asking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer about David De Gea individually in his post-match press conference yesterday, when Harry Maguire quite clearly cost us 2 goals. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And we get it all the time. And it's not even Maguire's fault. You know, he doesn't set the press agenda. But we get this all the time. And I don't know whether you get it with your club. But when Rashford's been shit, but Martial's not been as bad, Martial gets it. When it's Pogba But maybe McTominay's had a bad game. Pogba gets it. It's endemic in our football club that if you are an English player, they leave you alone. If you are a foreign player, whether it's Bruno, whether it's De Gea, whether it's Pogba, whether it's Martial, there are certain aspects of our British media that will go after those players, and it's poor. It really is poor. But I don't know what it's like at other clubs. Maybe you get it at other clubs as well. But I'm excited about this one. I just want it to kick off. I want it to kick off in a big way. I want it to actually kick off on the pitch as well. I'd love to see a bit of a spice in there. But Manchester City, just to me, just feel like they're in such a big groove at the moment that I think it's going to be very, very hard. But as much as I think we're spending a lot of time talking about Manchester City because they've won so many games, which obviously they have. But also, let's not just forget this. I think if Manchester City win this game, they will go on to win the title because Liverpool will not be able to catch them. That's Liverpool gone. I think the points gap between Manchester City and Liverpool at the moment stands at 7 points, and they've got a game in hand. So effectively, it's 10 points. If City win this, that points tally goes to 13 points, and there's no way Liverpool are going to catch them. It's going to be hard for Liverpool to catch them anyway. So I think Manchester City win this game, they win the league. However, it's not just about Man City knowing that. It's Liverpool knowing that. It's Liverpool knowing that for 30 years they didn't win a Premier League or title. They win the Premier League title and they don't retain it. And that will be a blow because also I expect the way the pandemic's going, there will be fans in the grounds in May. Maybe not fully, maybe not full capacity, but we will, I believe, get fans back in the grounds in April. And therefore there will be fans in the grounds in May. And therefore, Liverpool will win a title in front of no fans. And then the first season back with fans, they're not going to win a title. So this is a massive game for Liverpool. They've got to go out and win this game. If they don't, they may as well hand the Premier League trophy to Man City for the team exiting out in the bus. As a United fan, sensible result equals City to win to secure second place. Reckless result equals Liverpool win to keep title alive, says Bain. I think you're spot on. Should United look at Koundé at Sevilla? He's a fast centre-back and strong, 100%. Ross Gunn, I'm a big fan of Koundé, especially on this channel. He's my centre-back in my FIFA career mode. Yeah, he's the player I would like us to go for. But, that's for the summer. The reality is Manchester United, as things stand, have got the team that they've got, and so have Liverpool, and so has everybody else. So, that's where we are with that, isn't it? That's the way it's going to be, and you just got to get on with what we've got. Got to get on with what we've got. 1 minute, just having a quick look on this. Okay, that's looking good. I'm just on my Instagram looking at my picture of myself, seeing who's liked it. 20,000 likes. Vainbridge. That's not what I'm doing really. I was on a totally different app. Mark, you won't be able to sleep all night because you'll be eating all those sweets during the Super Bowl watch along. Well, tune in 11 o'clock tonight. I'll be getting my sweets out. Nothing else is coming out, but I've seen there's a can of something in there. But it's all American sweets or something like that, so I'm looking forward to that. But Super Bowl tonight. If you've never watched the Super Bowl, I have watched the Super Bowl before, but I've never really watched it like I'm going to watch it tonight. I think last year I watched about an hour of it and then I just got tired and turned it off. Not tonight. It's going to be all on. Marcus says my deceased nan is better than Maguire. And what did you think of Carragher blaming us for not being motivated for the title race as Man United YouTube? Well, I sometimes listen to Carragher and I sometimes don't, and I think contextually I haven't heard what he said, so it's hard for me to comment on it. But I think in relation to Jamie Carragher, I can take it or leave it. He might be talking sense and he might be talking total crap, so I'd have to actually listen to him. I am doing a watch along for the Super Bowl, Jamie Murray, and the link is in the video description. It's not actually on this channel, it's on the Paddy Power YouTube channel. Remember, before Christmas I did a couple of streams for them, so I'm doing it on there. Links in the video description. Click it, subscribe, and then 11 o'clock tonight I'm live. Or just follow me on Twitter at Mark Goldbridge or at Goldbridge Mark on Instagram, and I'll be popping the link out on there as well. Right, just as a bit of a shout out, Everton thoughts. Well done to Everton, Thomas Rigby. I think Everton probably get forgotten a little bit in the fact that they are a good team. They did well to come back from 2-0 down and potentially did deserve something. So, well. So yeah, I think Everton do deserve some credit for that today. Can I just say that we are 60 subscribers away from 315,000 subscribers. So please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Let's see if we can do that before kick-off. The players are going to be coming out because it's 7 minutes to kick-off. It's 7 minutes to kick-off. And is Kevin Keegan on the bench today, says Mark Farrow. Score predictions, everybody. We've done that already. I've gone 2-0. 2-0. And what would your ideal back four be for next season? Not talking about that. And Luke says you're a legend, top man, pal. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone who's tuning in. We've got nearly 10,000 watching, and it's not even kickoff yet. So make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We're trying to get up to 315,000. Remember, this channel's for everybody. This is not the United Stand. This is not Mark Goldbridge at home on his vlog channel. This is That's Football. We do a lot of watch-alongs on here, a bit of FIFA on here as well, and everybody's welcome. That's the whole point of the channel, just watching general games that aren't the club I support, interacting, having a bit of a laugh, and that's what this channel is all about. So get involved, subscribe, bottom right-hand corner to do that. This is a massive game. It's probably the biggest game of the season technically now, in many ways, because in relation to status of the club, no. The biggest game of the season is still probably Manchester United versus Liverpool because they're the two biggest clubs in England. But in relation to the two best teams in England in a footballing way, this is the best game of the season for the last 2 or 3 years, isn't it? That Liverpool against Manchester City, that is the game. So I can't deny that. It's true. I'm not going to deny it because it is true. Liverpool versus Manchester City is the biggest game in football right now, which is a sad thing as a Manchester United fan. But you've got to own it. You've got to own it, and we do own that. And yeah, happy Super Bowl Sunday, Mark. Come on, you Tom Brady, says Racehorse Red. It's going to be so funny doing the Super Bowl. I need to stop talking about it now because I will just keep talking about it. But I don't know the terms of playing NFL. I have watched NFL throughout my life, but not massively watched NFL. I have played John Madden on EA Sports quite a lot, but I will be saying things tonight like, what a throw, what a catch, he's caught it, and touchdown, obviously. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. But we can talk a little bit more about that later. Everything is about this game now, and I'm just sharing the link for this video. If you want to do that, that would be great. You can you can use the share button and do it yourself. Share it on Twitter and Facebook and all that jazz. I'm just doing it myself now. There we go. What's your impression on Amad Diallo and Palestri in the under-23s, says Adrian. Well, Palestri doesn't play for the under-23s. He's gone. Diallo needs his chance in the first team. Do you think Harry... But then again, Man United's problem isn't scoring goals. It's not. We're not struggling scoring goals. We're struggling conceding goals. Did you know, as a non-United fan watching this show, of which there'll be quite a few, did you know that Man United have scored more goals than anybody in the Premier League this season? And people will say, well, you beat Southampton 9-0, but Crystal Palace 7-0, Liverpool. So... scored more goals than anyone this season, but have conceded more goals than anybody in the top 10. Not the top 4, the top 10. We've conceded the same amount of goals as Brighton, who were in a relegation battle 2 weeks ago. Do you think Harry Kane should leave Tottenham? 260 goals, and the only thing he has to show for it is an Audi Cup, says Surreal. I think that's a good point on Harry Kane, and I'd love to get into that a little bit more in the show, but I don't know that in a game like this we're going to get that much time to do it. Right. Happy Super Bowl. Yeah, I've done that one as well. Thanks for the super chats. You can do that through the $sign. I'm just going to get the timer up and ready. Please do share the video, by the way. You can click the share button and share it. Just going to start the timer up. Excited about this. You've got to pump it up. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. I need some songs for Super Bowl because American sports they love songs when things happen, don't they? He's caught it, set fire to the rain, or what a throw, shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You get. Oh, so I'll have a load of songs ready tonight. I'll be like a jukebox at the Super Bowl. But you've got to hype up American sport. If there's one thing I know. American sport, you've got to really hype it up. You've got to really pump it up for that. But let's pump up this game a little bit. Manchester City visiting Anfield. Liverpool could be losing their third game in less than a month at Anfield, having been unbeaten there for over 3 years. I'll have to sing at half time, yeah, Abuka. I'll have to sing. Thanks everyone for tuning in, by the way. We've got over 9,000 watching. We're just about to kick off here. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We were trying to get up to 915,000 before kickoff. I don't know whether we made it. Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. Didn't take the long. We're 10 subscribers away from 315,000. So if you haven't subscribed, bottom right hand corner, we should just hit that before kickoff. Please do that. But we're about to kick off. Thomas Rigby says Everton. I've answered your question, Thomas. What are you getting all show offy about Everton for? But anyway, not enough of that. You're not winding. You're not ruining my Super Bowl Sunday day, Man City against Liverpool day. We're on it. We're up for this. Right. Ignore what the timer says because it will start properly in a minute. 2-0 Man City, but I don't want them to win. That's basically what my score prediction is. Do you think City will sign Messi this summer? Says Rushy. I do, actually. I actually do. False 9 for Man City. Sterling and Mahrez and Foden as their front three. Silva in the midfield with Rodri and Gundogan. No De Bruyne. No Aguero. So you could say that, all right, you haven't got any centre-backs, but they're missing a couple of players as well. So we have kicked off there. All football aside, how's your mental health, mate? Says Don Biggie. I'm good at the moment, thanks. Thanks for asking. I don't know whether you're taking the piss or not, but thanks for asking. Very good at the moment. I'm very excited. I'm excited for this game, and I'm excited to do the Super Bowl because it's something new. So, you got to mix it up. You got to try something new. I'm always telling that. Anyway, let's crack on with the show. I know there's no snow where I live. It's bloody cold, but there's no snow because we're not in a snowy area for us. It's all down south. It's like Cambridge and everything like that. So no snow for us, but lots and lots of snow if you're living in London, I think. Lots of snow there, but not around here today. No. But City just knocking the ball around a lot at the moment. Yeah, I think they've had a lot of snow around London and Watford and all that jazz. So yeah, well done on your snow in London. We're watching the football in the Super Bowl, so we wouldn't be out in it anyway. Snowing in Aberdeen, says Devils. Anyway, Liverpool have got the ball here. Interesting to see how this first few minutes goes because I think Liverpool will just be looking to across the pitch express themselves and not allow Manchester City to get a foothold on the game. And as we know, when Liverpool play teams, whether they lose or not, Liverpool are the dominant force in relation to possession. And certainly when Man City play teams, Man City are the dominant force in possession. Good tackle by Thiago. I thought Thiago got Gundogan there. Thought he tackled him. Michael Oliver, don't get your card out, Michael. Gundogan's gone down. Thiago, he's a bit dirty, Thiago, you know. That actually probably is a yellow card. I thought he got the ball. He's nowhere near the ball. Probably a yellow card, but he's going to give him a yellow card as well. Twat. You don't. He's an idiot. Michael Oliver, got to be the worst ref in the league. I'm going to tweet it as well. Worst ref in the league. There's nothing wrong with Gundogan. He just falls over. I don't think that's a yellow card. I'm old school though. I just think in a game like this, you've got to look. There's nothing wrong with him. He's got the yellow card. That's it. He's fine. I told you there's nothing wrong with him. That was all about getting the yellow card for Thiago. Very clever for Man City. Pep's, look at him. There's nothing bloody wrong with him. He stood up. Ooh, my leg hurts. There's nothing wrong with him. That's all about getting the yellow card for Thiago. I'm telling you, Michael Oliver's bought that. That's a typical Pep Guardiola tactic. If you feel anything, go down, get the yellow cards, because that's the margins we'll win the game on. And look, it was definitely late, and I think half an hour into the game I would have given him a yellow card. But in the first minute of the game, when it's Liverpool against Man City, you don't want to be getting your cards out. And referees today are bottle jobs. I'm telling you now, when I used to grow up watching football in the 90s and the noughties, a good referee would almost have it in their head. First 10 minutes, I'm not giving a yellow card. Even if it's a yellow card tackle, I'm not going to give it because I want the game to be a good game. But referees today, and people can say, Mark, it's a yellow, it's a blatant yellow. Shut up, you're not listening to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, a referee has got a responsibility to provide an entertainment. And I think referees don't understand this. You are there to entertain. You are not there to bloody run the game like a bloody mini Hitler. Like, this is a massive game. Everybody wants to watch it. We don't want people being sent off. We don't want 10 against 11. We want 11 against 11. We want it to be a little bit up and at you. And I just don't think that was... I just think in the first couple of minutes of a game, don't give a yellow card out for that. And also, Gundogan, there's nothing bloody wrong with him. You could tell by the tackle it wasn't bad. It's a yellow card half an hour into the game. But in the first 2 minutes of the game, that's not a yellow card. And the reason he's given a yellow card is because Gundogan's gone down like he's been hurt. It's amazing how a player's rolling on the floor going, oh. But when the yellow card's given out, he's suddenly walking about going, well, I'm actually fine. Does anybody know what it's like to really get hurt on a football pitch? You don't just stand up the next minute and go, I'm absolutely fine. It's all theatrics. I can't believe people don't understand that that's theatrics. If you've genuinely hurt yourself, you stay down. Look at Paul Pogba yesterday. He hadn't hurt himself. And also, when you get a kick on the leg, you're not fine 1 minute, and then you're not in agony 1 minute, and then a minute later standing up. He's played for the yellow card there. Anyway, look, carry on. I'm going to chill out. It just annoys me because I actually want it to be a draw, but it annoys me that referees continually are ruining our game because they don't know how to referee games. I'm telling you now, if you're a referee in a big game, the last thing you want to do is give a yellow card in the first 10 minutes. Let them put a few tackles in. Let them, because it will just get the game going a little bit. But they're suppressors of football, these referees. I'm still very angry about Mike Dean last night as well. Yes, I am. But they're suppressors of the game. They make it all about them. I've got to get control of the game. And I can't stand Michael Oliver. He's a prat. Seen the video of Greenwood saying he knows you, says Wes Stevens. Thank you very much for the super chat there. He's the worst after Kevin Friend. He makes it all about himself, Michael Oliver. There's a rule book milk monitor. He's a bloody milk monitor. He's the kid at school who turns up early with an apple for the teacher and hands out all the books and the milk. He's got no bloody personality about how a football game should be run because he's a milk monitor. Can you remember Man United, Man City? I think he's a Man City fan as well. Can you remember Man United, Man City when he sent off Chris Smalling, but he allowed Joe Hart to run the length of the pitch and basically put his nut on him? Not that nut, his head. He basically put his head against the referee, and I think Michael Oliver didn't wash for a week because he thought he was trying to kiss him. It should have been a bloody red card. He's a Jobsworth. He's a bloody Jobsworth. You're right. Anyway, enough of that. I just get frustrated because you look forward to these games, and I said it. Anybody who was watching before the game started, I did say that I guarantee this game will get ruined by a VAR moment or a referee moment, and I'm getting tired of it. And there are people quite rightly in the live comments saying, "Why has he lost his shit about a yellow card?" And it's not. It's not just that. It's an accumulation of poor refereeing decisions that are making it about them and not about the football. You know, referees. You're like children in the 1800s. You should be seen and not heard. And I don't want to be talking about referees, and we're always talking about referees because they're always making stupid decisions. It's gone soft for definite. I don't think it was a yellow card anyway. I'm still annoyed. No, it's not the United thing that's annoyed me. It's the Soucek thing. Does anybody? Let's move on. Man City on the attack. Sterling up against Trent. Lays it off to the edge of the box. Cross comes in. Good defending by Henderson there because it would have been a tap in for Foden. Thiago into Jones. Interesting that Jones is playing today. Salah. Look at that. 5 players around Salah there. Look at the way Man City just went in like flies. Right, not fly. No, that's the wrong thing I wanted to say. Like wasps, like around a can of Coke. They just flew in. Kev Star's right. The good referees are the ones we don't know the names of and you don't mention them. And that's the thing. On your own. All right. It's alright, I've got my stress thing. I use this for my stress. It's good. It's not a gun. It's like a... Look. It's just a stress thing. It's got a thing on it. Bloody Michael Oliver. Getting me fed up. Please subscribe, by the way. We were 10 subscribers away from 315,000. Bottom right-hand corner, you're all welcome. And who do you want to win today? Says Nirima. I think I want Liverpool to win, as mad as that sounds, but actually I'll probably be very happy with a draw. Genta says you went mad last night, didn't you? You were right. I wasn't, mate. Anybody's gonna look. You know what? I love doing these shows because it's interactive and we can all chat about things, and you know I love football. But when your team is about to get a very hard-fought win from 2-0 up to 2-2 to 3-2. And you're literally 10 seconds away from getting them points and your stupid captain costs you the win, I would challenge any fan who actually cares to just sit there and go, oh, well, I'm off to watch Netflix. No, I was bloody fuming. Because it's happening all the time. Good win there by Trent. Keep going, Trent. Oh, terrible touch there. Man City pick it up. Look at Gundogan. Absolutely nothing wrong with him. Running around. Tell you what, though, Gundogan, to be fair, for me, he's player of the month for January. But he's got a very I don't know what the word is. That he looks overweight. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say he looks overweight for a footballer, doesn't he? But obviously he's not, because there's no way you could play football at that intensity, especially for a game like Man City. But his build is quite odd, isn't it? Especially for a centre midfielder. Do you think City have been better, worse with no striker, says Hooded Life? Well, they have got a striker in Hazes if they want to use it. I just think they use this false nine stuff, which they don't score as many goals with the false nine, but they don't concede many goals with the false nine. So, and they'll always score a goal, so they can basically win a game 1 or 2-0, which is what they do. But you know, Liverpool's first job is going to be trying to score. Which Premier League would you say? What ref would you say is the best, says Cyril? I don't know, because the best referee is probably somebody I don't know his bloody name. Like you say, you shouldn't notice them. Firmino. Ooh, nearly found Salah. Liverpool have started off quite well in this game, you know. Robertson with the cross. Firmino heads it back into the area. Thiago. Trent. It's all up in the air at the moment, but he's lost it. Sterling. He gets away from Trent. Hi, Mark. If we finished second, 5 points from the top, would you see it as progress or a real missed opportunity, says Jordan Such. And hi, Mark. Can you say happy birthday to my friend Connor Laban? Well, it's his birthday every bloody day. I'm not doing it anymore, Connor. Every day it's his birthday, and I don't know what this initials thing is all about either. I've got no idea what you're on about, so I'm just not reading your comments anymore because you're obviously a troll. Jordan Such. For me, Manchester United this season is about points total. Like last year, we finished mid-60s. So I said that at the start of the season. It's not really aware about where United finish. It's about how many points we get if you want progress. So it is about that. I can hear the telly. Hello? Hello? Oh, God. I can hear the bloody telly. I'm going to have to go and turn it down 1 minute. Right in the middle of a bloody game. Can't believe it. The best bit is I can hear the telly and nobody's in here. Can you turn it down? I just said, thank you very much. I just said, can you turn it? Oh, right. I'm shouting, can I hear the telly? And no one's replying. Should read a book. Where's Seb? With who? All right. Anyway, I didn't miss a goal. That's always a good thing. It's 0-0. Liverpool started off quite well in this game. Have you been watching the cricket? No. And I need to stay awake today. I'm not watching cricket. Thoughts on United choosing Victor and not Virgil, says Carl B. Well, it might not be true. Robertson's got an opportunity to whip a cross in. It's a good cross. Edison gets hold of it. Yeah, as I said, I think the hardest thing for Liverpool today is going to be scoring against this Man City side. You're not meant to. What are you looking at? Shh. It's on there. I'll send a message around the house that I'm actually streaming. Where's Seb? We'll go and sit with him then. Not to be left on his own. I'm a United fan, but I want Liverpool to win. The only time I want them to win, says Smazzy60. There you go. The man has said it. I love some of the comments. I love some of the questions you get in the live comments. It's like, hello, we're watching Liverpool against Man City. We're actually watching a live game. And then you get somebody saying, team of the decade, Mark. Hold on a minute. I'll just get my encyclopedias, of which I have 40, of every player that's played in the last decade. We'll get a pen and paper and we'll spend the next 4 hours talking about a team of the decade when we're watching a game, which is potentially game of the season. Good cross in there from Mahrez, and Wijnaldum does well. That's a foul. Well done, Michael Oliver. You've got it right there. Stop talking about United chances after last night. We can all see they're just happy to be there. Unbelievable. We don't even fancy it, says Stratos. And with the Glazers being our owners for the foreseeable future, what are some of the other realistic changes do you think can be made at United, says Sam Pat. I'm not talking about changes at Man United. This is not the United stand. It's not. We're trying to watch Liverpool against Man City, and there'll be a lot of people that aren't United fans here, and there's an 8 o'clock show on the United stand for all this. This is Man City against Liverpool. It's one of the biggest games of the season. I'm not doing a stream to talk about the, make-believe transfers that our tight, useless owners won't do anyway. Thanks for the contribution, William McPherson. I can feel a goal coming here, It's a very, very equal game. No big chances yet, but it's a very equal game. I tell you what, I've got to be honest. I don't like Liverpool because they're our rival, right? But I really don't like. There's something about Man City that's just really soulless. I don't know what it is. They're just there's nothing about Man City that I think, ooh, you've got personality. I just don't. Every player they've got really is there for this. They're not there because they like Sean Gota. They're not. If you said to them, "Can you remember Main Road?" They'd probably say, "Oh, is that what you go on to learn to cross the road, like the Green Cross Code?" They've got no idea about. They're only there for this. They're just a soulless football club, aren't they? I really find it hard to. I can admire their players because they've got some good players, but I find it really hard unless you're an old school Man City fan. To be fair, Liam and Noel actually did like Man City before they had money. I just find Man City quite. Just very hard to. They just don't feel real. It feels like a hologram. You know what I mean? They're like an experiment. Actually, they're like a computer program. FIFA with the cheat code, basically. That's the best explanation I've ever given. But they are top of the league and they are the best team in the league. I can't deny that. But I just find them quite a soulless football club, really. Fantastically, efficiently run, brilliant owners, determined to be the best team in England, which they have been a few times. But you can't buy it. You can't buy personality, can you? You know what? Actually, you know what Man City are like. Actually, this is probably the best explanation, and I think even Man City fans won't mind this because I'm not digging them out. Like your girl of your dreams might be good looking, but also you can take them out for a meal and have a chat. They might even understand a bit about football. They've got layers, they've got depth. They're good looking, maybe, but they've also got loads and loads of personality to them. You know what Man City is? They're basically like a supermodel that's got no brains. And I'm not saying all supermodels haven't got a brain, but you know what I mean? They're an oil painting with no depth. That's what Man City are. That's exactly what Man City are. They're like a supermodel that's got no brain. Compared to somebody like Sue who works in accounts, who's actually good looking, but actually has got personality and depth. Sue from accounts doesn't exist, and I'm married, but you know what I mean. Mad Marine says, good looking, good personality, and likes football. Hope she's a United fan. I should have added that in, but because it's That's Football, I was sort of trying to be a little bit more even-handed with that. But that's probably the best explanation I've ever given of City, because there's no doubt that they're attractive, but they've just got no depth. I wouldn't go out for a meal with them. Here is Mahrez. I do think City will win this game 2-0, yeah. Good header away by Fabinho. They're defending well. Oh, he's slipped Salah at the crucial... It's with Sterling. Tries to put a cross in. Of course, Sterling used to play for Liverpool. Mane up against Stones. What a defensive outlet. What a defensive outlet. What a defensive outfit Manchester City have become, though. You've got to give them that. Man City are the Etch-a-Sketch of football, says Mike Kennedy. I'll see what you've done there. See what you've done. City just starting to get a little bit of initiative here. I don't know whether you're noticing this, but I just feel that City at the moment are just starting to get a little bit of control of this game. Certainly possession-wise as well. A couple of super chats coming in here. Remember saying Everton don't score goals? Yes, Finn, I do. But you know what? You know what I love about your comment, Finn? It's sort of like trying to blame me for Everton scoring goals. Do I look like Harry Maguire? Mark, has your score prediction changed based on the first 15 minutes of play? And I hope you're doing well, says Ben Piano Works. No, I still think City are going to win 2-0. I don't want them to, but I do think they are going to win 2-0. And I don't think there's any foresight in that prediction. Man City don't concede goals, and Liverpool's defence is not as strong as it could be. So I think it's logical. Keep it up, says Renate. Thanks for the super sticker there. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. Yeah, Man City having a lot of the ball here at the moment. But Wijnaldum brings it away. Oh, it's a good run by Wijnaldum. He's got it in the Liverpool half. But look, you don't concede goals at Man City just because you bought Ruben Diaz. Look at the amount of work that's gone in from the Man City players, how they get back into position really quick. It really is organisational. Have you ever been to Edinburgh or anywhere in Scotland, Daniel Kirk? I've never been to Scotland. I pulled out of a holiday to Scotland when I was younger, right the night before I was meant to go. Fort William, we were going to go. But I've never been to Scotland, and I would like to go to Scotland. So shout out to Scotland. I'd like to go, although I wouldn't like to go at the moment because you beat us at the rugby. And I don't appreciate that very much. There we go. Stay away from Scotland, says David Saint-Germain. Terrible ball by Firmino. Mark, not sure you saw my last super chat. Are you feeling fatigued by just how much football there is at the moment? Don't have time to enjoy wins, says Aram. I actually don't. I actually enjoy how quick the matches are coming along, especially after last night. You know, we're playing Tuesday night in the Cup, and I'm glad. I think it might be different for some clubs, but at United, we've got such a big squad that I just think bring the games on. But the funny thing is, you make a good point there, and it doesn't matter what team you support. There is hello there with the super chat. Hello there. I saw Steve Bruce talking about this, saying that Premier League football is falling apart because of all the injuries. Well, I disagree with you, Steve. I think it's actually been a real help for football fans who put your dinner on your plate, and we know you like a good dinner because, you know, all right, teams are picking up injuries, but everybody's picking up injuries. You've got massive squads, you've got youth setups. There might be a player in the Newcastle youth setup that comes into the team now and is your next superstar. Everybody's in the same boat, more or less. All right, bigger clubs are in a better situation. Gundogan slips it in. No, Trent's got it. Every club's in the bigger clubs have got a bigger squad. Well, you know what? The bigger clubs have got more money. It's always been the way. And I think that for me, it's these games are a big help for everybody because we're in lockdown in the UK, so having football to look forward to every few days is great, and I'm really enjoying it. But the interesting thing is, Paul Pogba, even if he's out for 2 weeks, would still miss 4 games. He'd miss West Ham in the Cup, West Brom in the League, Real Sociedad first leg in the Europa League, and Newcastle. So, if you're out for a couple of weeks now, you do miss 4 games because the games are relentless. So, good pass there by Thiago. No look pass. Look, showing off. But it's a good point. It is relentless, isn't it? The games come quick and fast. Mark, what you mean is if City was a girl, you would sleep with them for one night and that's it. No history, no tradition, and you feel guilty afterwards, says Andrew C. Well, that's a little bit more blunt than I probably would have said, Andrew, but you can get away with it. Do you rate Wijnaldum, Mark? Do you think Liverpool miss him if he leaves at the end of the season, says Nitin? I do rate Wijnaldum. I've always said Wijnaldum reminds me of Mane! Oh, he's put it over the bar. No, Wijnaldum doesn't remind me of Mane. I was just half sentenced there. Lovely cross came in from Trent. A little bit like Vardy's chance at the end of the... That was well timed, isn't it? Wijnaldum reminds me of Mane! He doesn't remind me of Mane. It's a lovely cross by Trent. And Mane comes on to... He should score. It's the same as Vardy in the last minute against Wolves about an hour ago. It's a lovely height. He comes on to it. He's got to score. Got to score. Mane's got to score that. What a chance. He knows it as well. And that's the thing. Everybody, this is typical of Man City. Everyone goes on about Man City's great defence. That should be a goal. So there's nothing great about the defending there. They just got lucky. Really lucky. But it's the first big chance of the game and he should have scored. When you go to Scotland, could you swing by Isla and send me some Labrog? Hope you're doing well, says David. Don't know what that is. City fans be like they know their history before 2008, says Stratos. But yeah, I do like Wijnaldum. And going back to what I was trying to say before Mane missed that sitter, is that he reminds me of Herrera at United. Like, Herrera was massively underrated at United, and we've really missed him since he went. And I think Wijnaldum's probably one of those players for Liverpool that is just, underrated, hard-working, good footballer. But that's a bit encouraging for Liverpool. That was a good chance for Mane, and you would have expected him to score. But it just shows that this equal game could go either way. Man City not really creating chances at the moment either. Who's playing better? That's a good question from Envy X. Who is playing better? In my opinion, I think games are based on chances, and I think Man City have probably had more possession without me checking, but Liverpool have had the better look more of a threat. Oh, he's giving a free kick on Mahrez here. From Mane. Let's have a look. Yeah, probably is a free kick, to be fair. As long as he doesn't book him. Thoughts on Thiago, says Ryan Purdy. I mean, look, I do like Thiago. I think he's a fantastic player, but I think he's slightly overrated in relation to what he's done in the Premier League so far. How many great tackles has he made? How many brilliant second assist or first assist passes has he made? He's a good player, but I don't think he's like... what I'm trying to say is if Van Dijk and Gomez were fit, would I pick Thiago over Henderson or Fabinho? No, I wouldn't. I think those two are better in that role than he is. So... might be controversial. When's your next FIFA, says Paul Farmer? Tomorrow afternoon, Paul. Looking forward to getting it back going. It'll be about 3:15 tomorrow. Because remember, I'm not going to bed till 3:30 tonight. Super Bowl Sunday. Watch along. Link in the video description. It's on the Paddy Power YouTube channel. But Goldbridge is doing a watch along. I've got my headset. I'd like a can of Dr. Pepper, bitch. And I want a touchdown. Yeah, tonight, live Super Bowl watch along. Link in the video description. Click it and go and subscribe there so you know when I go live. Or just check me out on @MarkGoldbridge on Twitter or Goldbridge Mark on Instagram. I'll be posting the links on there. But yes, Super Bowl tonight. Looking forward to it. But it'll be a late night. So tomorrow, everything I do is probably going to be a little bit later than normal. Lebrig and Lagavulin are brands of single malt Scottish whisky from Islay in Scotland, says David Nardiola. There you go. There you go. Very good. Very good. Do you watch wrestling? I don't really watch. I'll tell you what I was watching today, and I need to go back to it. I was watching the 1992 Royal Rumble. And everybody who came out was a superstar. Like I knew all of them. Here's Firmino in the box. Don't hit it. Oh, he hit it, and he nearly scored it. What a hit by Firmino. He's sort of far right hand side of the box on the bounce. He hits it, and Edison puts it over the bar. You know, sometimes you just want to hit this, and he did, and his technique was very, very good. It's a lovely hit by Firmino, and Edison has to tip it over the bar. Do you think Ronaldo changed the Portugal mentality? Says Alvin. In what way, Alvin? Cross comes in, headed away. Thiago, he's lost it, and it's Foden. He's through, but he ain't going to get ahead of Jones. Lovely covering by Jones there. Foden could have been one-on-one. City are very good at that, aren't they? Hitting on the break from corners. They're really good at that. Mark likes American things now, says Paul Roscoe, 1-1. I've got a box of American sweets to go through at 11 o'clock tonight as well. I always want to go through it now, but it's part of the show. It's one of the props. It's an exciting thing. Do you like digestives? I had to have a digestive a couple of weeks ago, Biscuit, and it was like just putting something in your mouth that you don't want to be there, but you're hungry. So, yeah. Poundland Hobnob doesn't even... Just rubbish biscuits, to be honest with you. Absolutely rubbish. But yeah, looking forward to it. Dr. Pepper's taste like fizzy Benlin. Yeah, but the Dr. Pepper I've got's a cream soda flavour. I've never had it before. So I'm looking forward to that. Nice switch of the play. Firmino's got it. He's going to get an overlap from Trent. He is. Trent's going to whip this in. And it's another corner. No, it's not. Mane's going to go. Edison catches it. Okay. Super chat coming in from Hello There. He says, I forgot to put a message, so it only said hello there. Oops. Can you give a motivation team talk from a pro clubs team? Says hello there. And Dishon Bernard is doing really well at Dishon. Bernard is doing really well at Salford, says Ben Watson. Good to hear. I can't. No, 0-0 all over this, says Luke Burgess. I wouldn't mind a draw, but I don't think it'll end up in 0-0. I think there will be goals. I like loads of flavours of crisps. Do you think if the Buccaneers win tonight that the Glazers will invest in Man United? No. No correlation. No correlation, Brody. Thanks for the super chat, but no. Oh, there's a comment there. I don't even know whether you can read it out in the modern world. Hi, Mark. What's the best match you've ever watched that wasn't Manchester United? Loving the contact. Supporting from Maryland, says Cam Jones. And I can't think of the best game I've ever watched without United being involved in it that I've really enjoyed. I'll tell you what game that really just came to mind there. I absolutely loved Spain versus Portugal in the last World Cup. Was it 3-3? I've watched better games, but I absolutely loved that game. It was brilliant. It was a Friday night game, wasn't it? It was brilliant. Top 4 prediction and dream signing for United. Carl B. I'd like a centre back who can defend and run fast. That would be nice. And top 4 prediction. I do think that the next hour of this game will dictate the top 4. But at the moment, I would say Man City first. Liverpool or Man United will be second and third. I just don't know what order. And 4th place, I think Chelsea. Good cross, cleared. England has too many stacked players in every position, but the manager is clueless. Wan-Bissaka, Walker, Trippier, Trent, Kane, Ings, Calvert-Lewin, Abraham. Division FC are the best, says sub to HPF. HPF is the worst. Okay. Thanks for that. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We were very close to 315,000 last time I checked, about 5 away. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Get involved with the channel. Everybody's welcome. Are you having a nice day, mate? Spenny, I'm really enjoying this game, and I am having a good day. After what happened like last night with United, it's nice to have a couple of things to take your mind off it. This is a big game. I think anybody who likes football will be watching this, regardless of whether you actually like the two teams involved. These are the two best teams in the country for the last few years. And it's the Super Bowl tonight, which I'm doing a watch-along for, which I'm just very excited to do. And I would urge you to join me for it, because I think it's an event. You might never have watched an American football before. And you're going to get a Goldbridge watch-along for it, which, as we know, is a very different way of watching sport. So I'm excited to do it. I'm going to learn a lot myself. I do. People think I don't know things about NFL, right? I know that they wear silly hats, and I know that they wear shoulder pads, and I know that they put like makeup on here, and I know I used to play. People think I haven't got a clue about NFL, right? I had John Madden 92 on the Mega Drive, so I've played American football on the Mega Drive, so I do know some of the rules. So I'm not a complete and utter idiot. I'm not going to be watching it going, why do they keep stopping and why do they keep doing that? I do know. I'm not an American football connoisseur, but it's going to be good. Touchdown! It'll be good. It's going to be good. Links in the video description for that one anyway. Click it, subscribe, come back, and then you'll get the notification when I go live. Or just go to that channel then. It's on the Paddy Power YouTube channel that I'm doing it, and I'm looking forward to it. But 10 minutes to go to half time. I still feel that Liverpool are the better team here at the moment. Man City are a little bit... I wouldn't say they're a little bit... There we go, though. They've just got the ability to hit and break quick, Man City. Hi, Mark. Do you think fans in the ground would influence Ollie in terms of his thinking around when to use substitutes, as Martin23? And who's your favourite snooker player? Mine's Ronnie O'Sullivan. I love playing snooker and having a beer, but my friends don't like it. Would you sell Maguire? Says Forever PVM. I wouldn't sell Maguire. I just think he needs a quick player next to him. Think Ollie should give Pep a call and ask him for Laporte. Their bench centre-back is better than all of ours, and that's the difference, says Sean Negative Turner. 100% there. And I do think that fans in the ground would have a big influence. I've got to be honest, and I've got to say, I've said this before, and it probably works quite well because Liverpool are playing. Liverpool were unbeaten at Anfield for over 3 years, and they've been beaten twice in a month. It's not lost on me that it's because there's no fans in the ground. What a run by Sterling. And he's won a penalty as well. What a run by Sterling. That's a penalty. He's already going down. He's already going down before the contact, but they're not going to change their mind, are they? It's the same as Martial against Southampton, and I thought that was a penalty, so I'm not going to say anything different, but he is already going down before the penalty, 100%. I've seen it twice. He's already taken the tumble. He knows the contact's coming. But Gundogan, he's missed it! He's bloody missed it! Gundogan, go and fetch your ball back. Nasser's going to give it you. He's skied it. Oh dear. Pep's furious. Gundogan's put it over the bar. What a prat. He's player of the month for January. He's plonker of the month for February. He's put it right over the bar. Alisson, I think Alisson was going to save that anyway. He'd gone the right way, but it's miles over the bar. 0-0. Don't have to change the score. Well, I do think it was a penalty. He was going down before, but the contact was there. Some might say there's a little bit of justice there. Trent is so poor at defending against, as David Newell. Now Mane's got it. Well, it could be a kick up the arse for Liverpool because they should have been 1-0 down there. If you get a penalty, expect to score. Wijnaldum. Missed penalty for Gundogan. You wouldn't have thought that. Joseph Edward, work on his short pass, says Tyler Stocker. Cross comes in, taken down by Salah. Salah's been quite quiet in this game so far. Cheers from Tampa. Florida Mark, massive fan. Thanks for being a voice of reason for United fans everywhere. And please keep up the American accent coming. There'll be lots of the American accent tonight, Nathan, on the Super Bowl. Watch along. Thanks for the super chat there. So it remains 0-0. Here's the penalty again. It's a long way over, isn't it? Yeah, it's a long way over. Yeah, it's miles over, that is. It's not even, it's nowhere near hitting the bar. Bit of a let-off for Liverpool, though, because to be going in 1-0, you know, you don't want to be conceding penalties in a game like this. It's a tight game, and you can win a game by scoring a penalty. We all know that. And I do think it was a penalty. I think Sterling knows exactly what he's doing, but that's not a dive, as far as I'm concerned. If there's contact there, it's the same as Martial against Southampton the other night. People think it's a dive. The foul is there. You know, he's left his foot out, you've got past him, and Sterling's clever enough to go down. Cheaters deserve it, said somebody in the live comments. What's your opinion on hockey? Would you consider a watch along, says Dennis. I can't watch ice hockey because it's not on for free in the UK. You have to have like a specific channel for it. It's not on like BT or Sky. Man City always miss their penalties against Liverpool, apparently. And this is why Penandes is so important. What are you eating later, says Graham? I don't know, actually. Lots of sweets on the Super Bowl, because I've got a big box of them. MUFC fan says it shouldn't have been a penalty anyway. Firmino, nice little layoff. You've got an overlap if you can find it the other way. Salah didn't look the other way. Trent was in acres. Thiago, oh, unlucky. I think Thiago needs to be careful because he's on a yellow card, isn't he? And he's biting into tackles because it's his job. Do you think we're in the mix to win the title, says Josh? Well, we are, but I don't think we are. I mean, I don't think when you've got defenders like United have got, you can say you're in the mix. Greenwood right wing or striker in the future? Josh G. I thought Greenwood played really well last night, and I'm happy to continue on the right wing. But long term, he's got to be a striker, yeah. Good tackle by Trent there. Mane. Run it, Mane. Run it. Well kept in by Trent on the right-hand side. Now Salah. It's a Mane. Salah. Handball. I thought that was a bloody handball. Robertson. I thought that was a handball. How's that not a handball? Hi, Mark. Other teams have the cheek to call out Bruno. Bruno is just a penalty expert and United lucky to have him, says Andy and Bruno. Watch this back here. That's a handball. Well, it's harsh. It'd be harsh. I don't know. It does hit him full on the hand. Salah switches it wide, doesn't work. 3 minutes to half time. I think Liverpool have been the better team, but Man City are just dangerous on the break. And look at Sterling, he's all sorts of space there. Trent's got to work back a lot better. Sterling's got him on toast at the moment. Some people, a bit mixed opinion in the live comments about whether it was a handball. I mean, it hits him on the bloody hand. His hand's a bit like that. I mean, look, if it hits him on the arm, I understand, but it does hit him on the bloody hand. Bit of a clue in the name, handball, but you know the distance of the distance of it, I suppose, and his hand is in an I don't know what the. You know what the thing is? I don't even know what the bloody handball rule is anymore. As I said, I watched that Villa game against Southampton. It looked like a blatant handball to me, but. Look at the press from City here. Very good. Well, lovely bit of skill by Jones there. They lose it. Thanks for the contribution, RTV. And as a United fan that now lives in Boston, that the Glazers are bane of my existence. First they bought United and then they bought Brady, says Will Robbins. Mane stays on his feet. And he's given a free kick on the edge of the box here for Liverpool. Maybe feels a bit guilty about the handball here because this looks a little bit soft for Liverpool. Lovely ball by Firmino into Mane. He's right on the edge of the box. Yeah, that's a penalty. That's not a penalty, it's a foul. It's a foul by Cancelo and it's outside the box. So definitely a free kick there. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We were trying to get up to 315,000. Everybody's welcome on this channel. That's the point of the channel. It's for everybody. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Lots of watch-alongs on here. Bit of FIFA as well. That'll be back tomorrow. Free kick for Liverpool. Right on the edge of the box. If anybody can. Trent can. He's got a lovely free kick on him, Trent, actually. Right on the edge of the box. It's a little bit like the one that Bruno had yesterday for United, actually. It's probably too close to the edge of the box to get it up and down. It's very hard to get it up and down. The ice hockey is on BT Sports 2 now, says Niall Gallagher. Yeah, but I was watching it on BT and then it wasn't on there anymore. I do like the ice hockey. I might start watching it. I do like a bit of the old ice hockey. Hey, the good thing about the Super Bowl tonight is there's fans in the ground as well. Makes it a bit more interesting. But right before half time here, Thiago's on it. I don't think they'll score this. Too close to the edge of the box. Yeah. Wall, corner. Nil-nil at half time. It's looking like then. We'll see. We will see. Trent's going to take this one. Super Bowl watch along. Yes, Patrick. Links in the video description for it. Check out the graphics. Header straight at the keeper from Mane. Remember, the chance of the game came to Mane. And he bloody missed it. He headed it wide. But, well, no, the chance of the game's the penalty. Chance of the game is the penalty that Gundogan missed. Barath says that Thiago is very overrated. Souček's red card was a disgrace, Matthew. I've never seen such a stupid decision in refereeing in my life. But there might be a reason for it, but has anybody from the refereeing sort of association come out and said anything about it? Because they normally have a referee on the telly, don't they? What's going on here? Why didn't Alisson come for that there? Terrible goalkeeping. It's up in the air for ages and bounces. Gundogan's got it in the box here. Don't know why Alisson didn't come for that there. I think we could win the title if this game is a draw, says Josh. I don't know about that. I'd like it to be a draw because I don't think Man City are the best Man City side that's ever been. I think they are beatable, but they're just so hard to score against. Mane's ball. He's found Salah over on the far side. Give it. That's slow ball, that Salah. Needed to go much quicker. It was a red because Souček had a clenched fist, apparently. Okay, now. I tell you what, I don't even need to say what I'm going to say, right? But when I was in the police, used to get a lot of fights on a Saturday night, right? And you used to get a lot of reports where you'd get CCTV of a fight. And you had to prove that it was intentional, right? And sometimes something isn't intentional. So you got quite good at knowing what body movements happen when something's intentional. When Souček lifts his arm and catches Mitrovic in the face and moves it away, that's the biggest hint in the world that it's not intentional. Because when you're intentionally doing something, you're pushing your foot, you're making sure it happens like that. You don't lift your arm and then when it hits something, move it away. It was never intentional. Now, whether the rule is that it doesn't matter whether it's intentional, I don't know, but it always used to be a big thing. Anyway, half time here. Fantastic first half in relation to it's been on the edge of the seat stuff. We've had a missed penalty by Gundogan. But you know what? Man City should be 1-0 up because of the penalty, but Liverpool should have been 1-0 up. It was a big chance for Mane. That cross, he should have scored it on his head. So it's 0-0 at half-time, and I think that's probably the right result. I say, Man City will be moaning that they missed the penalty, but I think Mane should have scored the header. So 1-1 at half-time, and I would say Liverpool probably shaded that to me, but Man City, again, well organised at the back, and looking a threat on the break. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens second half. I mean, I certainly do not want Man City to win. A draw, not too bad. A loss, I'll take that. But I think a draw for me, because I am worried about Liverpool catching United. So I wouldn't mind a draw, but certainly don't want Man City to win. Mike Dean show Mark, says Paul Farmer. And chat, when I met Mark on a summer evening, he spilled his ice cream, so I tried helping him clean it. But while I was helping him, we stared into each other's eyes and we locked lips. The rest is history, says Mino. What's this Mino thing that's going on? Have I called Mane Mino by mistake or something like that? All I'd say is, if I get names wrong, I am chatting constantly for like 2 hours, so words do come out wrong sometimes. When you look at Mark, you see an angry, funny United fan, says Mad Marine, and it's not 1-1, it's 0-0. See, I've just let words out my mouth there. Silly me. But when are you coming to Dublin? I'm coming. Sushek's red has been appealed, says Chris HD. Never should have. I mean, luckily it happened right at the end of the game, didn't it? So it didn't really matter. But it definitely should be appealed. It was bordering on stupidity. In fact, I would say it was stupid. It was never, ever, 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 ever a yellow card, in my opinion. So yeah, I wasn't happy with that. Everton rattled you lot? Not really. Not really. I don't think Everton have played any part in Manchester United fans' frustration. It could have been Fulham. It could have been Newcastle. It could have been Liverpool. I don't think anybody really gives a shit about Everton scoring the equaliser because we gifted it to the team. It doesn't matter who it is. You're 3-2 up with 10 seconds to go, and Harry Maguire played everyone on side and didn't try and win the header as well. So I don't think there's any ill feeling or, oh God, we got done over by them. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You just got to move on, and we will. My mum been trying to binge Dirty Dancing tonight. Hid the remote on the NFL channel, says Michael Lee. Binge watch Dirty Dancing. I thought it's only a film. 2 hours. Good film that. I'm not gonna disrespect your mother for that. It's a good film. Very, very good film, and she's got good taste. Good taste. Very, very good film. Very good. Okay, let me just do something for you. Just want to show you something here. If I can find it. There we go. We'll be in this set tonight. We won't have Liverpool Man City on. We'll have like Chiefs versus Bucks, but we will be in this set tonight. Those two quarterbacks. Can't remember what his name is. Begins with an M. But Brady tonight on the Paddy Powers YouTube channel. The link's in the video description. Goldbridge watch along. I've got all the props. Touchdown. We'll be ready. We're ready for it. Make sure you join me. It's going to be really enjoyable. Mahoney is his name. There you go. Mahoney. Mahomes. How do you pronounce it? But yeah, really looking forward to this. I do know a bit about NFL, but the live chat is going to be the driver because there's going to be people in there who know loads about NFL. I don't know many of the players. I do know the teams. I know the rules. There's going to be people who don't know the rules, but we'll bring our own way of doing things to the Super Bowl. So you can tune in for that tonight from 11 o'clock. I've dropped the link in the video description for you. You can pop over there now and just click subscribe so you get a notification, or just check my Twitter out at Mark Goldbridge. When I go live, I'll post a link for it. But yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to it. It's an event, isn't it? And I want Tom Brady to win the Super Bowl. I think it's his 10th Super Bowl final, isn't it? And he's won it. Has he won it 6 times or 5 times? Mahomes is his name. Mahomes, as in plural of homes. Mahomes. Okay. Can't call him Mahomey. That's a word they use in America, isn't it? Homie, which means my mate. Will you be live streaming a watch along for the West Ham game on Tuesday? Vincent, yes, because it's Manchester United and it'll be on the United stand. Right, so let's come back to the game. It'll finish about 3:30 in the morning, won't it? So it punts off at 11:30 and it will finish at about 3:30, I think. at the latest. It might finish earlier. Plan on an NBA All-Stars watch-along when that's on, says Matt Lloyd, potentially. Hi, Mark. I've been thinking about this since one of your live shows about the board, but I think Ollie is still in a job because of the board's incompetence. Has he had an excuse for the bad performances, says Chubba. I don't think there's any blame attributable to Solskjaer at the moment, really. On the penalty, Gundogan's about to take it. He's missed, I think he's missed 3 out of his last 6, actually. But I do think it was a penalty. I think Sterling's clever because it goes... The reality is, if Sterling starts to go down before the contact, but if he doesn't start to go down before the contact's still there, so it's still a penalty. It's a bit like Martial's against Southampton. Yeah, he starts to go down before the contact, but the contact is made. It's a penalty. And but don't forget Mane's tackle. I tell you what, I don't get it. I just don't get it. How Mane misses that chance. It's such a good chance. He was already falling, Reece. No, yeah, I agree. I said that. I said that Sterling was already falling, and he was. But I still think it's a penalty. There's the Mane chance there. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We are at half-time. We've still got 45 minutes to go. There is a United Stand show at 8 o'clock. Busy night for me, actually. I'm a busy bee tonight. This second half, we'll do a match reaction as well, as long as there's a goal. And then 8 o'clock on the United Stand. And then 11 o'clock tonight, we'll kick off on the Super Bowl watch-along, which is on the link in the video description, or the Paddy Power YouTube channel. We need them to draw, says San. Yeah, just a very quick look at the Premier League league table, because I know that there's so many games happening at the moment that I think people don't... realise about that. Ireland are losing 21-6 in the 21-16 in the rugby at the moment as well. And in fact, Wales have won. Wales have already run 14-man Ireland. But in the football, which is what we're here for, let me just tell you this. Man City are top of the league at the moment with 47 points. And Liverpool have got 40 points. So if Man City win their game in hand, they'd be 10 points ahead of Liverpool. So it's very important for Liverpool to win this game if they want to try and win the league. So it'd be interesting. I think people are talking about a draw, but Liverpool need to win. Liverpool need to win. They are the title holders. They're hungry to keep hold of that title. If they want to be title holders again, it's going to be hard, but they've got to win the game today. There's still 16 games left, so they've got to win today. A draw would be good for United, of course, be good for Leicester because they're in second and third, and it means Liverpool are still far away from them, but Man City are a little bit close to them. So a draw would be good for Man United and Leicester, and a draw would probably be good for teams like West Ham, Everton, Tottenham and Chelsea. But Man City, if they can win this, I think they virtually put a hand on the title. So it's going to be interesting how it goes. What time is the Super Bowl watch along, says Ahmed. I'm going live at around 11 o'clock, but it starts at 11:30. Who do you think's had the better half, says Skeggs. Well, who does everyone else think's had the better half? Because I think Liverpool had the better half. I think Man City have defended well and they've looked dangerous on the break, but I think Liverpool have looked a little bit more dangerous in general play. Everton's last goal was not a handball. Where was the handball from Everton in that last goal? But lots of people saying that Liverpool have been the better side, and I think they probably have. Liverpool have had the better half, says Daryl. Artificial intelligence average, we beat them every time they've come to Anfield, says I have the high ground. But no, I did want to just talk about that. What is people's general feeling about Manchester City? Because I don't think, and I was saying it during the game, and it's very hard in the game because things start to happen, but I don't think Manchester City are actually that good. They're the best team in the league, but I don't think they're that good. Man United are second in the league. We're not that good. So, they're just the best of the rest at the moment. I don't think that Man City side last season would be anywhere near Liverpool of last season, is my point. I don't think they're an all-time brilliant team. But I said it the other day. The scary thing is that Manchester City side could win the quadruple at the moment. They're in the final of the Carabao Cup. They're top of the league. They're still in the Champions League and they're still in the FA Cup. Now, look, I don't think they will, but never say never. But it just shows you can be very successful without being the best Man City side of the last decade. And I don't think that Man City side is even in the top 3 of the best Man City sides of the last decade. So, but they are very good at the back. They're very good at the back, and that has stopped them losing and dropping silly points like they were at the start of the season. And they're always going to score goals, Man City. So I don't think that they're an amazing side. I just think and where I will give them credit, and Pep credit, is they're the most efficient side and they're the best organised side and they're conceding the least goals. Therefore, they're not going to drop many points when you're not conceding goals. So I don't think that Man City side's amazing. It reminds me more of a Mourinho Chelsea side and a George Graham Arsenal side than a vintage Pep side or whatever. But at the moment, they are the trendsetters. They are the league leaders, and they look like they're going to win the league. So Liverpool have got to come out in this second half and do better. And by no means am I saying that Man City are bad. I'm just saying I've seen much better Man City sides, and they are where they are because they're well organised and they're defending well and they can score goals. But remember, De Bruyne is not playing as well. That's a big loss for them. But Liverpool would say, well, yeah, thanks for that. We've got no centre-backs. So, I don't think there's much excuse for either team, really. And I think that Liverpool have got to go for it in the second half. And Man City might be quite happy with a point. Just very quickly, I will decide tonight on the Super Bowl watch-along, but it's on Sky Sports and it's on BBC. Which is the better commentary? A lot of people are telling me to go with Sky, but which is the better one? Because there's loads of breaks, and I will have these on. So not only will I have the live comments to rely on, but I will have these on to listen to. Get it to Brady. Brady, get it to Brady. Brady, throw it. And then you catch it, and it's a touchdown. So, yeah. Sky's far better analysis. So a lot of people saying Sky. So there you go. We'll probably go with Sky then. Super Bowl tonight, 11 o'clock on. I'll be starting my watch along. The link is in the video description. Let me just check it actually. If you click the link in the video description, you'll see Super Bowl watch along. Tampa Bay versus Kansas, and it's all upset. It's all there and ready to go. In fact, there's people in the live chat already. So make sure you subscribe to that channel, and then you'll get a notification when we go live because it's on the Paddy Power YouTube channel. But we are live here on Mark Goldbridge That's Football. Please subscribe to this channel as well, and get involved. I'm really excited about it. But really excited about this second half. I just hope Man City don't win for the good of the league. For the good of the league, it's not just about Manchester United. It's not just about Manchester United, Gary. It's not just about you. It's about the league. It's only February. And you don't want the league being won in February. So I don't want the league to be won in February. I want the league to be won in May. So I don't want Man City to win because I think this is Manchester City's hardest game. If they lose this game, then it drops into their head that we can lose. If they win this game, then they're like, we've just beaten the best team in the league. We can beat anybody. The confidence Man City get from this win, they'll go and win the league. The confidence that they might lose from losing this game, they might stumble again. So we will see. We'll see. I struggle with accents, by the way. That wasn't terrible, but it can wander off into Irish if I'm not careful. Mark, watch the highlights of the 2017 Super Bowl, New England versus Atlanta, the greatest comeback you'll ever see. Look, not even spoken about that, but hopefully we will get a close game as well, because nobody wants to watch a one-sided affair. Liverpool win would be better. I still agree with a lot of United fans that a Liverpool win would be good. I'm just going to stretch my legs out. It's hard on my back sitting around this much, so I'm just going to grind it out a bit. Don't worry, don't get excited. Who was the final last year? Chiefs against somebody else. And NASA is reporting that Gundogan's penalty kick has landed 15 metres away from Mahrez's penalty kick, says Keshavan. And what's your most embarrassing moment in your life, says Ben Sayers. I don't know. He says as he grinds his back. It's about your back. If you've got lower back pain like me, you go backwards and you go forwards. I know it's similar to something else, but it's about moving your spine. Genuinely, chiropractor told me this, so and it is true. Just don't stand doing it in front of 13,000 people. That's probably not the best thing to do. But it was the Chiefs versus the 49ers. Anyway, we're about to kick off the second half here. Go on, ref, get it on. It's on. Right, what do we think is going to happen in the second half, everybody? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I still think Man City are going to win it. I do. But what do I know? What do I know? Liverpool are going to nick it, says Rahul. And 0-0, says Natty. And somebody said City are going to smash Liverpool. Well, they might do in the second half. They certainly didn't in the first. City could step it up. I don't know what Pogba's injury is at the moment, but I would say he's going to be if we're lucky, he might be out for 2 weeks, but I think he's going to be out for 4 weeks, which would mean he'd miss them in the City game. Mane's turned his man here. He's up against Stones. Leads it into Salah. Good defending by Zinchenko there. I don't rate Zinchenko, but he actually is quite steady, isn't he? Annoying looking, to be honest, but probably a very nice lad. First goal was important in this game. I mean, I think if Man City get it with their defence, it's going to be very hard for Liverpool to break them down. But if Liverpool get it, Man City will have to open up a bit, and they might leave themselves open themselves. The timer's on the screen, yeah. You can see it. Scooby-Doo. If the Super Bowl is anything like last year, then we're in for a treat. I'm a Packer fan and sad that we ain't in the Super Bowl this year, says Knight Raider. American football's weird though, isn't it? Because you don't tend to get domination. Like it's quite unusual, I think, for people to retain the Super Bowl. And I think that's because of your draft system, isn't it? It sort of makes it a lot more equal. Like you don't get things like in the NBA where they kept winning the bloody championship year after year, didn't they? The Bulls. But in the fireworks going off here. But in the or in the Premier League with Manchester United. But it is because of the draft, as RM says. Yeah, that it makes it a lot equal. So it's difficult to. What the thing that I don't like about the draft system is that if I like Dallas Cowboys has always been my team, but I was on about this yesterday. The teams that were big when I was growing up were like Redskins, Chicago Bears, Miami Dolphins, 49ers, Cowboys. You don't really hear of them anymore. Because different teams win it different years, don't they? Mane, lovely ball out to Trent. He puts a cross in early. They're trying to get at them here. They're trying to get at them. Lovely little flick by Foden. Sterling's away. Will he run Fabinho here? No, he won't. Well, he will. He won't. He'll go backwards. Backwards to Gundogan. How can I hear the fireworks? I could see them. They put them up on the screen. NFL's got a salary cap as well. Yeah, I saw Gareth Bale's agent on about this. They're on about bringing a salary cap into the championship, and he was like, it will ruin football and it will stop players coming to England. I don't know. Why are the fireworks? Probably because somebody who lives near Anfield thought, I know, I'll let a load of fireworks off and it will draw attention to me. Mark, can you imagine the draft in the Premier League would make it fairer and more interesting? All 20 clubs keep England players and then bid for foreign players each season. I think it'd be a novelty, Andrew. I like our system. Don't break it. Foden, edge of the box to Sterling. He's into the box again. This is a goal. Good save. And it is a goal. Liverpool goal open and Gundogan with the tap in. And it's Sterling and Foden. Lovely play by Foden again. And it is 1-0. Liverpool at the back. 1-0 City. Sterling and Foden, really. Let's go City, says somebody in the live comments. Good goal by City. I'll tell you what, it's going to be very hard for Liverpool to get back into this now. First goal was always going to be the key. And it's just a good goal by City. Good goal, Foden and Sterling. And from Liverpool's point of view, they're just not very good at the back, and you can't criticise that. It's not like Man United, who've spent 100 million on their centre backs, and they played yesterday. These lads at the back for Liverpool, they ain't centre backs. It's two midfielders playing at the back, and it's difficult. That I've said this so many times. Just because you're a good midfielder doesn't mean you're going to be a good centre back, and it makes it hard, very hard for Liverpool. That's 21 gone this season. I think if City win this, they're going to go and win the title. I've said that before the game. And I did predict 2-0. It's 1-0. It's not 2-0. But they've exploited Trent. Trent and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is the same thing. Could be great. Gundogan with another goal. Klopp out in the live comments. Trent sucks at defending. And Liverpool got to be careful now because Man City will just go again and again. Foden with the cross. Oh my life, what a ball in by Foden. I don't think Sterling expects it. The cross by Foden is unbelievable. Unbelievable cross. Sterling really should have got on the end of that and it should have been 2-0. I think the cross was so good, Sterling wasn't expecting it. But Liverpool now, they need to gather their thoughts. There's still 40 minutes to go in this game. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Thanks. Somebody just did there. Let me give him a shout out. Don Khan, thank you very much. Do I think Liverpool can win? I think it's very difficult when Man City score the first goal because they're brilliant in possession and they're very good at the back. So, as I said, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I think he should have started Kabak tonight and put Henderson or Fabinho in the midfield because I think that you add Henderson or Fabinho to that midfield and it's a better midfield. I just think Henderson and Fabinho at centre back is a waste. But he obviously doesn't feel that Kabak is ready, and he's got nobody else. And that's the problem with Liverpool this season. They've been absolutely destroyed by the fact that they've got no centre-backs. And, compare that to Liverpool, Man City, who've got Laporte sat on the centre-back, who would be the best centre-back at most clubs in the Premier League, and he's the backup centre-back for Man City. You can tell why Man City are not conceding goals. Trent is just crossing vibes, overrated. Wan-Bissaka should be way ahead of him in the England team. This is Kane. Teams can be trash in the NFL and then great the next. Mahomes is like Mbappe and Brady is like Ronaldo, the old goats versus the new goat. Can't wait, says Night Raider. And Trent was always praised for his attacking output because he had an amazing centre-back behind him in Virgil, says Fernando. Thanks for the super chats. I have a gut feeling Gerrard will be Liverpool manager at the start of the 22-23 season, says Joshua Bauer. So that's 18 months away. Interesting prediction. Thanks, RNG Scopes. Thanks for subscribing. Foden's fantastic at the moment. I mean, look, Foden or Greenwood's a bit stupid because they don't play in the same position. But Liverpool just need to calm it down a little bit here. They can definitely get back into it. It's not going to be easy to get back into it, but they can get back into it. What they can't do is concede another goal. And at the moment, it looks like Man City will. League's over. Fair play to City without Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero, says Sean Negative Turner. But hold on a minute, Sean. Whoa. Fair play to City without Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero. Have you noticed that what's going on at the back for Liverpool in their centre-back situation? So I think Man City are more than well equipped. I mean, look, Man City have still got Foden, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez. They've still got loads of players that can play. Liverpool are playing Henderson and Fabinho at centre-back. Jones with the shot from distance. Inexperience there. Carrie B says, keep up the great work, Mark. You've been a big help during these depressing times. Have yourself a couple of beers on me. Thanks for the super chat, Carrie. And but Liverpool ain't going to be 8 points clear, says Sean Negative Turner. No, they're not. No, they're not. I mean, City win this game, I think the title's over. I think we all know this. Some people feel that the title's over anyway. But, you know, I would subscribe to the view that the title's over anyway, regardless of this result, because we all saw what United did last night, and you can't win games with a defence like that. So if we are the contenders, this season's going to end up like the season where Mourinho finished second, where you celebrate finish second, but it's embarrassing because you're absolutely nowhere near first. You're just the first biggest loser. Trent Alexander-Arnold wins a corner. What do you think about our title races, Josh? I just don't think Man United are in one, really. But the next sort of half an hour will dictate that. If we had won yesterday, we could have stretched our lead from Liverpool. It's so annoying United always choke, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. Chelsea are title contenders if Man United are title contenders. I don't think that's true, Chelsea blue flag, really, is it? Look at your points tally. You're not even in the top 4. You're not even in the top 6. Good punch away by Edison. Yeah, I think the way the game is going, it looks like Man City might get the second goal here, but Liverpool just need to hang in a little bit. And it's a lovely goal by Man City, but it's crap defending from Liverpool as well. Let's not forget that United bottled the last 2 transfer windows in the title race in the process, as Julian. And what do you think the City team would do with Ollie as manager? What would this City team do with Arteta as manager? I don't think it's a relevant question, really. The Manchester United are second in the league and they deserve to be there. Are they title contenders? No. So, you know, we don't need to... I think Solskjaer's getting some stick today, which is not actually his fault. You know, he's nearly got a win yesterday and his defence has cost him that win. And Eric Bailly was injured, so it's not like he could have dropped Maguire. He would never do that anyway, but it's not like he could have done. Lovely switch of the play out to Andy Robertson, and he's through it. It's not Robertson, it's Jones, and he's missed it. He wants a corner, but he's missed it. I don't know why he doesn't score this. It's a lovely switch of the play by Trent Alexander-Arnold to Jones. I thought it was Robertson at first. He rides the first tackle. He's in the box. He's on his right foot, and it deflects. It was probably going to go in. It was. It was going to be a good shot. I think maybe the keeper might have saved it, but it was a good shot, to be fair. It's gone for a corner, that's why. Cross comes in. Don't really have anybody in the box, do they? Don't really have anybody in the box. Mark, what would you say at the end of the season if City win the league and Arsenal win the Europa against United? Would you give Ollie a new contract, says Amy Assey? Well, if we're in second place, yeah. But that's the biggest if I've ever seen. You couldn't write that if on the Empire State Building. It's so big. If Arsenal win the Europa League. What are you smoking today? Thanks for the super chat, Simon Hall. I said Liverpool will go another 30 years without winning a title. By the way, if Chelsea beat Sheffield United, they'll be 1 point behind Liverpool, says Yaz. I think they will beat Sheffield United as well. And I did predict, remember what I said? I did say I think that Chelsea will get 4th spot. So, you know, let's see. Lamar, you can have a reply. Liverpool have got to push this now, but Man City will really enjoy defending. It's what they're all about. I wonder what subs Klopp could make. What are your thoughts on Tuchel as a manager, says Toby. I think Tuchel's a good manager. I just don't think he's... I don't see him breaking up the Klopp-Pep domination of the Premier League. I think he can get them 3rd. I think he can get them 4th. But, you know... Lampard, whether he deserved to go or not, he did get you top 4. I don't think Tuchel's going to get you much better than top 4. He might get you 3rd, He might win you an FA Cup, but he's not going to win you a Premier League, and that's what Chelsea want, isn't it? Oh, 2v1. If Bernardo Silva hits it first time, he should have gone first time there. Liverpool a bit in the ocean at the moment. They're all at sea. Sterling in the box again, looking for Foden. He's going to have to go backwards. Gundogan to Sterling. This is where they cause their damage. That one hurt. That one hurt. Where do you think Leicester will end up? Are they too inconsistent to finish top 4? Says Leatherface. Leicester are always going to be a problem with injuries, aren't they? I mean, Vardy's back now, but Ndidi's been out. Fofana's out for 5 weeks. But they have got Sionku back, so Pereira's back as well. I mean, Leicester are a good side, but I think Leicester are being slept on, and I've said it a few times, because they bottled it last season. So I don't think people are really... I don't think Leicester... The best thing you want is for people to not talk about you. So, yeah, no, Leicester are in a good position, but I just think that because Leicester bottled it last year, everyone's a bit like, well, don't take Leicester too seriously. But, yes, Charlie, I am doing the Super Bowl. The link's in the video description for it. It's on the Paddy Power YouTube channel, but it will be this same sort of setup. So, yeah, looking forward to that tonight. You can join me for that from about 11 o'clock. 11:30, punt off. Do they call it a punt? They don't call it a kick, do they? Liverpool just having to ride the storm a little bit here. I think our title chances are slim, but possible, says Josh. Don't know about that. Leicester Liverpool watch along on Saturday, says Mo100. I haven't even looked at what the next fixtures are. I'm really just like... They are relentless, aren't they? I know it's the FA Cup in the week. I'm only doing one watch along in the week, and that's Man United West Ham. I'm not doing any other FA Cup games, but let's have a look at what's going on. Salah's in! Salah! Oh, he's dived. He's bloody dived. He's given a penalty! And he's given a yellow card. Well, I thought that was a dive, but it's a penalty. They might have a look at this. I really thought penalty. Well, it's penalty. Liverpool. Well, it's not enough for me. That's not enough for me. That is not enough for me. That penalty is, and it isn't. But look, you could say the same about Sterling, and it would be ridiculous if it got overturned. But there's not a lot in that. There is not enough there for that, is there? But I think, like everybody, we're all like, yeah, just give it. Just give the penalty, but yeah, there's not a lot in that. If that's the last minute and against United, I'm losing it. I'm losing my shit. But in the context of this game, well, he's got to score it yet. Salah scores 1-1. Yeah, in the context of this game, I don't think it's a penalty. I'm happy with it, but I don't think it's a penalty. I really don't. I don't think it's a penalty. I really don't. But I'm not bothered. Like, I'm not. You know, it's weird because Liverpool are our biggest rivals, and they always have been. And normally, your natural reaction is to go absolutely crazy. What a run by Sterling! Robertson clears it. Yeah, your natural reaction when it's Liverpool is to go, "Oh, that's a bloody cheat! He's a cheat! He's a diver!" But then you're like, "I don't want Man City to win." I don't want Man City to win. But basically, I mean, he's just basically touched his arm. He's not pulled it. You don't fall down because someone touches your arm. I think it's a blatant dive, but I don't care. That's the point. I don't care. So it's 1-1. And to be fair, Sterling was going down anyway. But sod it. It's 1-1, and we don't want City. A lot of us don't want City to win. So fair play, Michael Oliver. I think Liverpool. I think any Liverpool fan knows that's not a penalty as well. But there you go. What the fuck was that? That was a dive, says Robbo FM. Cross. Oh, Trent. Salah. I'll read you some of the replies on Twitter because I've basically put out this. I said, goal, Salah, in any other game, that's a ridiculous soft penalty, but I want City to win. So, some people are saying he did slow Salah down. What? Sod it! It's 1-1 anyway, and it's game on. And to be honest, in the context of the game, for us to watch, it makes it a lot more interesting the next 25 minutes. And it changes the dynamic of the game, of course. I just wonder what substitutes are going to be made. It's not like there's a lot on the bench. It's only United who get the decisions, eh? Sarcasm, says KA. And with Pogba running the midfield last night with creativity, I think Ollie made a howler, not going like for like. Bringing Donny on, your thoughts? I'm going to talk about that tonight, Sean, on the 8 o'clock show, actually, because we've got the lads and Beth on. Title is likely if City lose this game and Spurs, says Josh Sasha. City are on the attack here with Mahrez. Up against Henderson, lays it off. Cross comes into the back post. They've got to watch Sterling when he's one-on-one up against the player. Trent really isn't a very good defender, is he? He really isn't that good as a defender. Mark, when there's contact, the player has the right to do what the hell he wants, says Marky. Well, I've always been an advocate of that, to be fair. But I couldn't really see any contact, but you don't know what the power is in that. I want City to win. We're not good enough to win the league, but don't want Liverpool in the chase, says Cosimo. Which is why I wouldn't be bothered about a draw. Logically. See, Salah's had more of a foul in the centre circle there, and the ref's just gone no foul. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. It's a nice ball up over the top. Might City win it back. A draw is better. I think a draw isn't a terrible result for Manchester United or anybody. Shaqiri's coming on. Who will he come on for? Probably Jones, I would have thought. Thiago for Shaqiri, and Milner is coming on as well. Thank you for the super chat, Robert Carey. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right hand corner, we've got nearly 16,000 watching. Smash a like on the video, but we've got nearly 16 watching. And we are currently on. That's where these subs happen. We're nearly at 316,000, so we're 200 away. So bottom right hand corner, please subscribe, get involved. Everybody's welcome on this channel, of course. That's football. It's for everybody. Doesn't matter who you support. Keep the abuse to a minimum and keep the banter turned up and the football chat turned up. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. I'll have a look. Welcome Joe Parfit for subscribing. It's free to do, bottom right hand corner. I'll have a look what other games we're going to do this week, but I do FIFA on here as well. And remember, I've dropped a link in the video description if you're interested in the Super Bowl, if you're watching the Super Bowl, if you're thinking about watching it, if you're curious about it. I'm doing a watch along for the Super Bowl tonight. I've got my headset ready. Touchdown. 11 o'clock tonight until the early hours. Super Bowl watch along. Links in the video description, and it's on the Paddy Power YouTube channel. What a hit by Bernardo Silva that is, and it's just gone wide. So yeah, looking forward to that. We've got a super chat coming in from Robert Johnson. I don't want City to run away with this title. I want United to cling on as much as we can. Look, I don't want City to win. I don't want City to win because I just don't, you want the league to stay interesting, don't you? So I agree with you. I don't want City to run away with it. Liverpool ran away with it last year and the title just became about the top four. So I do want City to drop points, yeah. But half the world away or talk tonight. Mad for it, says Tommy. Talk tonight, definitely, yeah. I just had to listen. I just had to go through Half the World Away and lyrics for a minute. Nice ball into Mane. He turns. There's a back four there, but he gets it to Robbo. I don't know why I'm calling him Robbo. I'm not a bloody Liverpool fan. Hey Mark, thanks for all the content. Shameful treatment of Axel, plus giving my support to the farmers in India, says Mohammed Idris. Thanks for the super chat there. Mane with the cross. Zinchenko clears it. Well taken down by Shaqiri, but he gives it away. Now it's Gundogan. Skips past Wijnaldum. Got to watch on the break here, Liverpool. Fabinho will get a yellow card there. Foden left him. I think the thing you've always got to keep in mind in these games is, imagine what Liverpool would be like if that's Virgil van Dijk. And look, any player can be out for a long time. Any player can be out for a long time. But they are so hamstrung by their defence. Uh, 20 minutes to go, yeah. Ricky Spanish says 66 minutes gone and 2 subs. What a novel idea. Ollie out. What a cross. This is a goal. What a cross. It's offside. I was going to say the only thing that could save City there is offside. Liverpool there is offside. You think VAR's pixel? Yeah. Yeah, he's offside, yeah. Yeah, he's offside. You think VAR's pixel check for offside is going to ruin it, says Carrie B? Just offside. They are going to check it, I think, are they? Are they going to check it? Jesus is going to come on here. Substitution here, and it's Mahrez coming off for Jesus, which means he'll go down the middle. Some dodgy jokes going on in the live comments here. Right, 20 minutes to go. Substitutions are being made by both managers in the biggest game of the season. Just shows you that all managers make substitutions around the 70-minute mark. I don't know why Ollie won't do it. He obviously thinks it's a better idea to keep your first 11 on for 90, which it isn't. But, you know, he does need to learn to do that. You know, most managers love their first 11, but realise and appreciate that fresh legs are a thing. I can see that Manchester United are improving, but when are we going to see the end of Katie Hopkins FC at the back? Says Ben. Good tackle. Liverpool just... I just feel that City have got another goal in this because Liverpool are so dodgy at the back. Lovely run. What a goal. Foden's on another planet. Foden's on another planet. I literally just said that as well. You could clip that. Foden is on another planet. What a player. And it's Gundogan again who makes it 2. It is. I was trying to see this run again. I went quite there. Foden, just fantastic. What a player Foden is. He is. He's absolutely fantastic. And it's 2-1. Liverpool's defence just has cost them their whole season, hasn't it? It really has. Alisson with the poor kick out from the back. But, you know, I'm sure Liverpool fans will blame that on Alisson for the kick out. But Foden still skips past 3 players. And this is what I mean. I think people confuse people confuse mistakes and then don't look at what happens after it. Everybody laughed when Pep said Foden was the second best talent he'd trained since Messi. He basically moves like Messi, says Shareth Kamath Fitness. Gundogan's made up for the penalty. It would be on a hat-trick, wouldn't he? So 15 minutes to go, and can Liverpool get something out of this game, or is it going to be their third loss in a row? Not third loss, but third loss in a month. at Anfield, having not been beaten there for 3 years. You missed Alisson's first error, says Harris. Zinchenko's been very good. Very, very good. I think that the whole team is good. There goes the title, says A. Harty. And I hope people don't bring... Oh, here we go. Mark, based off form recently, what back four should Southgate take for me? Dyer and Maguire are out. I think Rob Holding has a shout, says Sergeant Stupid. Eric Dyer shouldn't be anywhere near an England squad. He's absolutely atrocious at centre-back. I think if you can put... I think John Stones has got to play, hasn't he, at the moment? So 15 minutes to go. And as I said, I think City are going to win the title anyway. But I think if they get out of here with 3 points, it's over. They're just not going to drop the points, are they? Nice ball there. Fabinho gets it back to Alisson. Nice ball there again. Oh my God, Alisson's done it again. He's done it again. What is Alisson? Alisson, he's got to be there. He's got to be their new signing. I can't believe what he's just done. What is he doing? 2 goals, 2 bloody goals he's given them. What a prat! He's absolutely rubbish. He's absolutely rubbish. He's rubbish. What is he doing? 2 times in the last 5 minutes. It's 3-1 to Man City. It's obviously going to be game over, but what a prat. What? Look at that. What? I've never seen anything like it. Someone needs to check his bank account tomorrow and see if there's a big brown envelope going into it. I've never seen anything in it. Has he got Man City to score twice in between 65 and 75 minutes or something? What a prat. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I've never seen... You talk... And people want to say De Gea makes mistakes. Bloody hell, not as blatant as that. Kepa in disguise. Kepa in disguise. Karius in disguise. Unbelievable defending there. And that's not their problem. That isn't their problem, is it? The centre-backs are the problem for Liverpool. Well, the goalkeeper's cost you this game. Bloody hell. What a prat. Anyway, Man City are cruising now. Absolutely cruising. Alisson should never be compared to Jan Oblak again, says Road to Dawn. And let's be honest, the penalty was rather soft for Liverpool that got them back into it. Second half, it's been Man City all the way in relation to quality. Liverpool have been very poor second half. And, well, you can't afford to make mistakes like that when you've got a defence like Liverpool have got. You just can't. And... You know, we wondered whether there'd be any VAR decisions. Well, there's been a couple of clangers at the back. Liverpool's defence has ultimately cost them this game again. 3 losses in 3 months. 3 losses in a month. Sorry. Madness. Liverpool need more penalties, says German Casey. Alisson looks like the steroid version of Kepa in this game, says Ben. Adrian is better. And Alisson's been exposed as well. United fan happy to know that Liverpool aren't winning the league, says Shane. He's the Brazilian Kepa, says Shazad. Somebody needs to investigate Alisson for match fixing, says Ben Fillingham. He's showing his capabilities. Capabilities. I like that one from Rage Guy. Alisson showing his capabilities. Kepa. If I have to explain it, it doesn't work. But 10 minutes to go here. And the game's, well, just... What a terrible defence of a title by Liverpool. I mean, look, extenuating circumstances. Their centre-back issue is exposed. Like, they're conceding goals they wouldn't have conceded. Their lack of fans at Anfield means that it's hard to have... You know, it's hard for any club to, you know, be unbeaten at home when effectively you're playing a neutral game in an empty stadium. But they've still lost too many games, and it's fizzled out. And I don't know. I'm not a Liverpool fan, so I don't know where they put the blame for this. Is it just fatigue? Is it a lack of investment in the squad? Have certain players just dropped off massively? Is it a lack of desire, a lack of fight? You win a title, and then it's very hard. It's very, very hard to go and get yourself up to win it again. They put so much into winning the title over the last 2 years. Having won it, have they got that mentality this time? Is it just about the injuries? Should they have invested more? We've just had COVID. Not many people did invest. But look, he's been a good keeper for them, Alisson. But I don't know what the first one he's pissed off with himself. So the second one, I don't even know what he's thinking about. Why is he passing it about? When you've done it once and it's 2-1, why try and do it again? Why not just blast it? I'm a Pool fan and Salah dived. Shocking, says DB. I think we all know Salah dived, but in the context of the game, we were quite happy because we didn't want Man City to win, and obviously they are going to win. City have won the league, no chances catching. We are our own enemy, says Collins 14-14. Can't believe Liverpool fans were saying he was better than De Gea, says Marvin. And it's because of pressure marks, says Kelfus. Alisson should not be compared to Oblak, says Laps. I've never heard him be compared to that before, to be honest. But I mean, look, Man City will be 13 points clear of Liverpool when they win their game in hand, and they will be 8 points clear of Manchester United in second place. That's not catchable. I mean, United could beat Man City and knock it down to 5, but basically United would have to win all their games and hope that City lose 3. Not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. The title is over. Watching Riley read a book, says Liverpool losing blesses my soul. And Sharath Kamath Fitness says, didn't they say this is the best team in English football history? Has the team depth of a puddle. And where does Pep find these players? It's like he sets a rule to only recruit technical players. Well, yeah, he does. If you're a coach that has a certain style of football, then you do. It's building. He makes a puzzle, doesn't he? He doesn't look at individuality. He looks at players that are going to complement the puzzle, and then he drops them into the puzzle, and the puzzle is complete. Foden, oh my life, oh my god, oh my god, I just don't know what to say about this kid. What was I saying about Foden? He's just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. He's just madness, world class, just unbelievable. And I tell you what, one thing I would say about Manchester City here is that I've always found them quite foreign, not many English players. How refreshing is it actually to see a Man City team doing really well and one of their best players is an English attacker? Absolutely. I mean, it's just a brilliant goal. Maybe Alisson should save this, but he has Robertson on toast and then bang. And, I think Alisson probably should save that, but he's been absolutely brilliant, Foden. Absolutely brilliant. 4-1. Man of the match by a long, 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 long way. Long way. And I don't think many people predicted this to be 4-1. I didn't expect... Nobody's been sent off. Nobody's been sent off here. This is just a white flag from Liverpool. Poor. Really, really poor. And they've really, 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 really let themselves down here. But Foden's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. A bit of a afters here between Ederson and Alisson. No, there's nothing going on there between Trent and Ederson. It's all right getting a bit of a fight in your arse now, Trent, but the reality is you've just been battered, mate. Frustration when you're 4-1 down ain't really going to cut it with the fans. They want it when you're level. Man City are in the groove now. No one's catching them. I did say that a few weeks ago as well, Jack Brown. I said the problem would be if Liverpool or City got a lead on anybody else. For 5 months, this season has been one of the best. Everybody beats everybody. It's really close. It's the best league season ever. The danger was if Liverpool or Man City found form and just went away with it like they have done in the last couple of years. And that's what they've done. They will not be caught. They will not be caught. I think Alisson. I agree with Nitsuj actually. I do think Alisson should have saved that third goal as well from Foden. But yeah, amazing. So I've got 5 minutes to go. It was an RVP. It was a Greenwood sort of strike, actually. It's the sort of thing Greenwood does. Cuts inside on his left foot and bang. Foden is an amazing player, says watching Riley read a book. I don't watch a lot of Man City because I find them quite a... This is going to sound really stupid when they've won 4-1. But I don't find Man City a very interesting team to watch because they're a soulless club. But so I don't get to watch them like I've watched them as much today unless they're playing United or it's a big game. But Foden, exciting talent he is. Very, very exciting talent. You can't say he's not. Very, very good. Trent on the right hand side. Title race is Man United is long gone now, says Fatin. How long till Klopp out, says Jack Brown. I don't think they will be. Just watching Craig on Anfield Agenda. It makes me laugh. Cross comes in, headed away from Man City. And 20 times Man United, says Ashley Crane. Well, yeah, Liverpool won't be getting 20 times. That is a bonus for United fans in the rivalry between Man United and Liverpool, which is the biggest rivalry Man United have. And I really did... my prediction at the start of the season was Liverpool would win the league. No chance. That's gone. They are 10 points off Liverpool, off City tonight, and City have got a game in hand. And in this second half, City have shown that they're the better team. Liverpool have really struggled. Be interesting to see what's left for Liverpool this season because they are out of the FA Cup, not in the Carabao Cup final. They're out of the league race. They're in a race for top 4, potentially, and they're still in the Champions League, aren't they? So... And they're exhausted. They're absolutely exhausted. So I don't know what's left for Liverpool really this season now. And they've got to lift it. Foden is that good because of Pep. Every player gone to City has improved under Pep. Ollie and Arteta don't improve players, says Zane Miassi. Luke Shaw's improved under Ollie. Mason Greenwood's improving under Ollie. You know, there are examples. May as well just go for the Champions League now, says Liam Cartwright. It'd be hard. It's going to be hard. It's not been a good 2021 for Liverpool fans, has it? At the start of, the end of 2020, they felt that they'd battled their way into a title position. Everyone was talking about Liverpool and Manchester United at the start of January for the title, and Man City have just gone win, and totally and utterly, deservedly, taken this title race and just put it in their pocket. Every time Bruno scores, I celebrate because every time he scores, Marks makes me lasagna and we go skinny. Says me, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not reading them silly comments out. What's Man City's trophy win rate in the last 10 years? Says Dylan. I don't know. I know what the spend rate is. It just shows you money can buy you success if you've got the right people in the place. Man United have spent a lot of money in the last 10 years and haven't won very much. If you spend your money well, you can win titles. Champions. Look, what did I say at half time and people were laughing? I said, I don't think this Man City side is anywhere near the best Man City side in the last 10 years, but they are in the Carabao Cup final. They are going to win the Premier League. They are in the Champions League and they're still in the FA Cup. They could win a treble. They could win a treble. So they could win a quadruple, actually. Who's going to stop them? Maybe Bayern Munich in the Champions League, hopefully. But they are looking in a very, very good position. And this is without De Bruyne. So they've got De Bruyne to come back as well. Look at Alisson. People want to talk about De Gea, says Maro. And every United player has improved under Ollie. Shut up, Zane, says Trust. And definitely City for the title now. At least I won a few bob on the game, says Kian. Cool. Thanks for all the super chats, by the way. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. Very interesting game. I don't think anybody predicted this. A few of you did say 3-0. We're 30 subscribers away from 316,000, by the way. Sorry just to cut in with that. We're only 30 away from 316,000. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And let's see if we can get 316 before the final whistle, because there's only 3 minutes left. Zane, give Atata time. We can't keep sacking, says Kieran Millwood TV. And hi, Mark. Can you wish my friend Josh a happy birthday, says LC. Happy birthday, Josh. Hope you have a good day. Remember, tonight it's the Super Bowl, and I am doing a watch-along for the Super Bowl. 11 o'clock I'll be starting. 11:30 it kicks off. It's not on this channel. It's on the Paddy Power YouTube channel. I have been doing little bits for them. But I have dropped the link in the video description. So if you click it, pop over there. The live chat's open. Subscribe, and then just be there for 11 o'clock tonight. I've got my special little props ready, as you can see. And also, we have got a full studio, but I can give you a glimpse of what the studio will be like background-wise. So we're getting ready for that. It's going to be a big one. Look at I look a lot like a proper know-it-all about NFL. I know half, not all. You lot are going to help me out with the rest. So looking forward to that tonight. Super Bowl watch-along. Link in the video description. But it's not been a super night for Liverpool. They've been bowled over. That's what's happened. 4-1 at Anfield. A good defender is key for success. Liverpool has collapsed since Van Dijk's injury, and Man United is fragile without Bailly. You need two key defenders, says Carrie. And do you think the schedule impacts Premier League teams' performance in the Champions League? I do, says Dylan. I don't know what the schedule in the European leagues are like. Are the European leagues playing as many games as we are in the Premier League? Because that's probably a very good point. I've not really taken any notice about how many games are being played in Europe compared to here. Foden's better than our front three apart from Cavani, says Harry B. And can you give Joe Hyde a shout out, says Aaron Atkin. Joe, shout out for you. You know that previous comment about Foden? I think this is sort of in a male... I'm going to be quite male-centric here. It's the equivalent of a small dick syndrome. Like, I've said this before. Why do people constantly have to go, Foden's better than Greenwood, Foden's better than Rashford? It's like a small dick competition, because what's the point? Why can't you just appreciate that in a team of Manchester City, Foden looks really good? What's it got to do with an individual Manchester United player who he might not play in the same position of? I just don't get it. I mean, Zane's at it all the time as well. Martinelli's better than Greenwood. De Bruyne's better than Bruno. Like, what? Why? What's that got to do with it? I am not going to get into those conversations, so don't bring it to a channel which is about talking about football and having a grown-up conversation. I don't think Foden's better than your whole front three. What's that about? What's that about? One, you can't prove it, and two, so who gives a shit? Man City are better than Manchester United. That's the thing. It's team sport, not individual sport. And Man City are going to walk this Premier League title, not because of Manchester United's failure last night, but because Liverpool are the title holders and Man City have just battered them. Liverpool and Man City have been the two best teams in the Premier League for the last 3 or 4 years, and Man City have just been to Anfield and destroyed them. That's why Man City are going to win the league, because the confidence they've got from that result, they'll fly to the finishing line with that one. Imagine, Mark, this City team buys Messi next season. Yeah. Phil Foden reminds me of a young Mark Noble, says Kane. And if we had a pacey defender, no one would point at Ollie saying he didn't improve players. Love your content, Mark. You're awesome, says Kartik. Thanks very much for the super chat there. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. I will do a match reaction. That will be going up in a few minutes' time after I've recorded it. But thanks for subscribing. I think we just about did it as well. I hope we did it. He said it. No, we didn't. We're still 10 subscribers away from 316,000. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. There is an 8 o'clock show on the United Stand with Ricky and Kev and Beth. Looking forward to that. And then 11 o'clock tonight, the Super Bowl. Links to the video description for that. Super Bowl watch along from 11 o'clock. We're looking forward to that. Thanks everyone for watching. Really enjoyed the stream. Really good points. Really interesting game. Man City probably have just won. Well, they have won the title. It's amazing what oil money does for you, says Quinstar. Well, yeah, they can't buy history. They can buy mercenaries. That's what Man City's always been about. But it's effective. Thanks for watching. Speak to you in a bit.